All right. All right.
I'll look at the time.
On the last episode of Dragon Ball, sorry, on the last session of Beyond the Heavens, mu- mutiny aboard a ship. Desperate survivors kill everybody to make their escape. Betray, betray, betrayal, intrigue, so so many explosions, and yet we have five survivors. This session picks back up, not immediately, after all the shenanigans of last time. So, as I mentioned at the end of last session, but it was kind of overshadowed by all the role playing that we did, which was fine because it's not a big deal. So when a ship does one of those jumps through space through the gate spell, it takes about 10 to 12 hours depending on a couple of factors for that to recharge. So we we're picking up roughly 10 hours after the end of the last session. So in no particular order, what have you guys been doing for the last 10 hours?
Checking around the ship, doing things, mapping charts, other captain duties.
Okay.
Getting people acquainted with what they'll be doing, what responsibilities they have.
All right.
Such as, me, new quartermaster, Ajisai.
Yes.
Me, master at arms, Dragula, head of weaponry. Me, gunner mastery, Actuary. And me, surgeon, Ellie.
All right. So you've been showing everyone around.
Here's a medical area. Here's like an armory-esque area. Here would be like all the controls for weaponry aboard the ship, for outside weaponry for the gunner master, right there. And then I have my captain's quarters. I show where your quarters, crew quarters are, mess hall, all the sort of stuff right there. I got my own captain quarters. It's a little higher, nicer than everyone else's, but we keep that showing off to the background.
Question about the crew quarters. Are they bunk beds?
Probably.
Okay.
Hammocks.
Okay.
So then a good chunk of Ajisai's time was setting up a little sheet, with what she can to make a little privacy sheet.
I think Ajisai, he would have like a secondary room, like near the captain's room would be quartermaster room. It'd be masters of arms, gunner master, surgeon, and others that would kind of have shared-esque quarters.
Well, then she's making herself at home in her room.
Second in command needs second in command quarters.
Amen.
Yes. Also, here's the airlock. Stay away from the airlock.
All right.
It's a basic ship, but it can go fritzy sometimes. As he, during the expedition, slots in his thing into it. If you want, I can roll stealth to see if nobody even notices.
I mean, sure. If you want to make this a roll, sure. A roll for stealth, and then everyone else roll perception to see if they notice.
See what he does.
Yeah.
That is 13 plus 4. I got a 17 stealth.
Okay, so while he's showing you guys around the ship, if anybody wants to roll perception to see if they notice this, by all means.
Or is your passive greater, or do we do meet or beat?
It would be if you meet it, it's a pass. If you beat it, it's passes.
If anyone's passive is also 17, you would see what he's doing as a passive.
I've seen all your character sheets. None of your passives are above 17.
You don't know me.
I don't see shit.
All right, so Ken sees it.
Yeah, Ken's the only one who sees it.
What?
Yeah, what exactly does he see? Yeah, what exactly does he see?
You would just basically see the captain kind of do this as he just slots in something into a board as like in the command deck.
All right, that doesn't seem suspicious or something that had to be rolled on.
All right, well, Mike wanted to roll, so here we are. All right, but yes, Dragula, what have you been doing for the past 10 hours?
And just going wherever I needed.
Okay.
Yeah, still listening music. I imagine Dragula, if you get close to him, you could probably faintly hear what he's listening to, and right now this.
I was actually just about to ask, does your MP3 player have just Rob Zombie songs, or do you have other things too?
That's whatever song I want on it.
That's a fair answer.
That
I'm
would make
glad
sense.
I am glad someone other than me has diegetic heavy metal music for this campaign.
He has the best Zune in the entire galaxy.
Oh, Zooms. Those things are ancient. Like a device the size of this can hold the entirety of human history of music, at least up until the present day.
That's the joke.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know Star-Lord has one.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Let's see. Ellie, what have you been doing for the past 10 hours?
So for her, it was probably gonna be like it was probably gonna be a lot of getting acquainted with whatever medical bay this ship has.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing, which is probably just a fucking less dirty room.
Mm-hmm.
Jerkaul.
Yeah. Well, Mike, it's your ship. You decide.
Sorry, what was that?
I said Ellie's probably getting acquainted with whatever you consider a medical bay, which is probably just a less dirty room.
Yeah, that's fine. Surgeon needs their room in case anyone gets wounded or any sort of issues or inoculations are needed or all sorts of things.
All right.
Other than that, she sent the letter off to her pen pal, and
What?
I know I'm joking because you can't do that while moving this fast. Obviously, it's in the outbox waiting to be sent.
Well, technically speaking, it's not because you're not moving this fast. It's because you need to connect to the Imperial network for it to actually send. So you need to fly into that section of space.
Then it's waiting in the outbox to send.
Pretty much, yes. Okay.
And just basically getting acquainted enough with the ship and what's going on.
Okay. Also, just because I forgot to bring this up before, Mike, as you and I have discussed, because of that special modification you have with your patron, you are able to see through all of the cameras on the ship. So even if a party member is not in the same room as you, you could be aware of all this is happening.
That was the implant.
Yeah. But yes, that is very much a feature that you have, and I will allow it.
Also, we became level 2, right?
Yes, we did. But
Okay,
don't
good.
worry, this session's not going to be combat heavy, so that we don't have to worry that much.
No, just making sure for the evocation, because I get one more.
Okay. Actuary, what have you been doing for the past 10 hours?
Well, since I'm in charge of the ship's guns, getting myself acquainted with the systems, making sure that making sure that I'm at least aware of how they work.
Well, since you said that, I can actually tell you. Let me pull up the stats for the ship just so that I know I'm saying this correctly. Stats. Okay, here's the just good enough, which for some reason in my notes is still labeled as the basic bitch.
It's got two names.
Yeah.
Okay. So the weapons on this ship are two multifocal lasers, which have a lot of armor penetration, but not a lot of shield penetration. So basically the idea is like they can tear through armor and metal and like all that fun stuff. But if a ship is shielded, they won't do much. The ship also has a weapon that I believe you might have encountered things that use this in the military, but you would never use one yourself just because of what it is. It's called a sand thrower, which basically the idea is it's like a blunderbuss. You could load like shrapnel or just things you find into it and then just shoot it out into space like a shotgun.
It's essentially a kinetic. It's essentially a a kinetic debris gun, basically.
Pretty much, yes. And
load the trash can, aim the trash can, fire the trash can.
Yes, exactly. I will also point out, just for a bit of minor lore, that this is a weapon that was invented by pirates, and it is very popular with pirates.
Actuary is acquainted with this weapon due to his time of service.
All right. And the last thing I will note is that the ship does have a torpedo bay and a torpedo launcher. However, you have no torpedoes.
We have a captain.
Are you? Yeah. I think it's too soon to load any of your party members into the torpedo bay. I know we discussed that earlier this week, but not yet.
I need another level. One more level, and then you can load me in the torpedo bay.
Okay.
But I guess when he's not doing that, because Actuary will probably check in with Ajisai just because literally on her first day, meeting him, technically assigned to him to get acquainted with the ship. Now they're basically both technically AWOL and or dead.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I'll give you guys this because you would know this, having served in the military. It's going to be a while before any official report is filed on that incident, because literally what has to happen is Hoffman has to fly back to Terran space, and like I said with Temme, he has to get into their network before he could file that report, and the Terrans would read it. Which, since he has a bigger ship than you and probably more fuel, he could probably do that sooner than you guys.
Yeah, but still.
But still, it's been 10 hours. That likely hasn't gone through yet. I just bring that up in case you guys want to figure out a way to take advantage.
But no, Actuary would check in with Ajisai just to make sure she's doing okay, because
This actually is a good transition to Ajisai, because I know you said you're making your room all private, but is there anything else you want to do for the past 10 hours?
She requests a manifest.
Mike, do you have a manifest?
Send you a manifest. Fucking course I have a manifest. Send you the manifest. And it's not like, oh, geez, manifest. It's, here you go.
What's in the manifest?
It's the manifest. It's basically how many supplies he has himself, directly, such as rations, fuel, weaponry, various food stocks, various other components, everything like that. It's a full breakout of... This was more so designed as a one-person ship, that it can survive with all these different races. But it's not going to be as long as you'd hope. Luckily, we didn't take on double the amount, and then there'd be no food.
Yeah, I was actually just about to ask, since this is your ship, but how well stocked are you? How long can you last out here with all these guys?
Pretty well stocked to last. Probably the distance to the pirate was how much?
We'll get to that. You're not far from there.
Like a day, a week, a month, a year.
Tell you what. This would actually be a good opportunity to explain to you guys how space travel works. How many of you guys are on Roll20 so that you can actually see this?
It can be. Give me a sec.
I've old.
Okay.
Lord Helmet.
All right. So, if you're on Roll20, you should be looking at the galaxy map, and you are blowing fire in the direction of 6 Heaven, which is where you need to go.
All
right. So this is another aspect of gameplay I took from the Stars Without Numbers rulebook. The galaxy map is hexagon based, not square based like the other maps, and every single one of these spaces is a space where you guys have to jump to with a ship. You can't just fly there. Every hexagon is a section of space, and when you are within that space, you can fly around with your sublight drives, go wherever you want. But if you want to jump to another hexagon, you have to warp there. Now, you can warp up to 3 times before you have to refuel, and how much fuel costs is going to depend where you are and in what section of space. Now how does the warp drive work? So in Stars Without Numbers, this device is called a spike drive. However, in my campaign, I am calling it a gate creation drive because it's basically the gate spell. Every gate creation drive has a number associated with it. The Just Good Enough has a gate creation drive of 2. When your drive is 0, you can jump to 1 hexagon adjacent to you. However, since you're 2, you can jump 2 additional spaces, meaning that you can jump 3 hexagons at a time per warp. So as far as how long it would take you to get to the pirate location, that could be as soon as your gate creation drive warms up, which since it's been 10 hours, might take 1 hour, maybe 2. But after that happens, you're going to need to refuel. And also to bring up something else from last time when you guys suggested going to Mars, Mars is currently here, where Earth
Currently?
is. Yeah. Yes, currently. But so in order to get there, you have to pass through 1, 2, 3, 4, meaning that it's going to take 4 jumps to get there. And currently, you do not have enough fuel for 4 jumps for 2 jumps. But yes, that is going to come back around. And yeah, Mike, to properly answer your question, as soon as your gate creation drive has cooled down, you can jump to the pirate location whenever you want.
All right.
And before we get to that though, is there anything else you want to have done for the last 10 hours, Jayson?
Well, after her room's all nice and Ajisai, she's kind of, when she's checking the manifest, she's kind of walking around doing it, so she's available for like Actuary to find her.
Okay. All right. Did you guys want to roleplay that, or could we move on to the pirate stuff?
I mean, if we have the opportunity to roleplay it.
Yeah.
You guys have every opportunity. You guys have every opportunity. Go right ahead.
I will say this, Actuary has also gotten out of his uniform because we're going to pirate space. The last thing he wants to be is wearing a military uniform.
She's doing the whole top half like wrapped around the waist thing and tank top deal. But that does remind me. I wanted to ask when we get a chance. I wanted to ask the captain if he had anything more fitting for a lady. I don't know,
for yourself.
We're fitting in on Space Tortuga.
He does not have additional clothes on him directly.
No.
Just her civvies then. Got it.
Just your cities. Should be fine enough. They don't really.
Question:
You'll be fine there.
Did you guys grab your civvies when you left the Lucifer Morningstar?
They
grabbed our gear.
Pack. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to ask.
Yeah.
So implying that Dragula isn't just dressed like this 24/7.
Well, I mean,
Dragula.
I know you're an exception, and so is Ellie, but I have to ask for the other characters who actually wear clothes. I mean, Dragula wears clothes, but you know what I mean.
Ellie,
Ellie's not naked. She has a lab coat.
Yeah.
About that.
Oh, so you are naked.
You can borrow one of Actuary's coats.
Well, I mean, again,
She
it's
doesn't
not like...
she doesn't also feel like the same thing you guys do about nudity. So
that's true.
Well, I mean, again,
Ellie has... That is true.
Yeah, Ellie has no genitalia to hide, so it's not like being naked matters as much to her at all. I mean, I brought this up before, Temme. On your homeworld, no Sakaar wear clothes ever.
Fucking nudist colony.
I mean, they're ants. They're ants. What do they need with clothes?
But
maybe you want to be fashionable one day.
Ants don't care about fashion.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess Actuary will just walk up to Ajisai as she's walking around.
Ensign?
He just kind of tosses. Ensign? How you holding up?
Disturbingly well.
Well, that's good, I suppose.
And you? I mean, I started my career like 2 minutes ago by comparison. Your accent's going to infect me, and I'm going to be very annoyed by that.
What?
I was saying, I almost went into a southern accent there for a second. I'm going to blame you for it.
He goes, this isn't exactly my first rodeo, as it were.
You've been AWOL before?
No, not quite, but I mean, I was once on a ship that went down, and we had to hunker down for 3 weeks. So, no, Never really ever thought about going AWOL. I mean, just one of those things.
How long were you in for again?
17 years.
Imagine.
Yeah, 1 second.
I'll grab you by the airlock.
There we go.
Captain!
My Discord was acting weird.
Captain!
No, he goes, about 17 years, give or take.
Vacation. My plan was to get in, get my citizenship, get out and get my education.
How old are you?
How old is Ajisai?
Did you?
21.
Oh,
Okay.
Actually,
Okay.
oh,
I wrote it down. I just didn't remember.
Yeah. Actually, he kind of goes, oh, and then looks at you and just kind of goes, I am 14 years old. He's like, actually, the dawning realization is Actuary is 14 years older than you, and he feels like twice that. And he goes, no. Never, you actually, I met a few officers who went through the training program.
Yeah.
I liked most of them. There was this one guy.
Go on.
No, run.
I was going to say, how'd you become an officer? You didn't go through the...
Well, 4 year, year of hard training, augmentation, first tour of duty, mostly just patrolling the border. Of course, every now and again some pirates would drift into Terran space, so...
Those bastards.
Oh, he goes, yeah, well, got in some time taking pot shots at pirates. Did some strike work. And, second tour of duty, kind of just more contested space. I mean, most of my promotions were just, field promotions, service, that kind of stuff. Working up in the Marines. Eventually, had my own squad, but then Altair 4 happened.
You kind of see for a second, her eyes kind of go a little distant for like a second, but then she like kind of like rips it back in. Yep. Must have been hell.
He actually goes, I'd like hell over what they did there.
Well, I mean, considering that hell is an actual place that you guys can go
Right,
to,
but-
it is actually kind of nice there. Yes.
I imagine colloquialism still exists, but
I mean,
but he goes like,
yes, it does, but still, just there's that lingering thing
Yeah,
of wait,
right.
hell's a real place.
Yeah, but no, he says, but he goes, it was, but it was worse. I mean, I think I got maybe 6 hours of sleep the whole 5 days.
Just a good opportunity because I forgot to mention it when I was describing my character last time. But as you talk about it, Ajisai's hand kind of drifts to like this thing around her. It's like necklace she has. It has like a weird little like, what's the word I want to look for?
Is it the artifact you
Pendant?
have?
Yeah, it's the artifact.
Okay, I can describe it for you. So Zach, what you see is this on the same necklace as your tags, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, so Zach, what you see in addition to the 2 tags that she wears, which are standard issue, is this little thing. It looks kind of like a circle. It's sort of a bluish steel color. It's obviously it's obviously metal, but like you can actually see that you can actually see that there are two components. There's the inner ring and the outer ring, and you're not entirely certain what function it has. And there are no markings. Actually, no, I take that back. There are there are a few markings on it. Roll history for me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of my.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
history.
because you probably would have encountered some of these during your many years of service, but as you're not a historian, that probably wouldn't know that much.
14.
Okay, that's enough for you to at least recognize what this is. That is a precursor artifact. And as a brief explanation, the precursors, much like the Forerunners, the Builders, or like every other ancient civilization, they were the first galaxy-spanning empire before all of these shenanigans. They're all dead now, but they've left ruins throughout different planets scattered throughout the galaxy. However, there was one aspect of all the precursor ruins that they have, which is why people are so crazy about looking for them. That every single precursor artifact that's ever been found, including all of their ruins and all of their buildings, which is why they've lasted for so long, are made out of a very special kind of metal called adamantite.
Right.
It's basically indestructible. That tiny thing could probably block a laser or even Dragula's sword.
But he sees her kind of fiddling with that, and he's not going to ask questions because it seems personal and private. So he's just kind of like,
but yeah, it's about this big, and it's a ring.
I got that. But I guess Actuary does have his own thing he has, but he doesn't have it on him. It's just in his personal effects. I think he's got on his tags, which unlike he doesn't wear. Well, I guess to flavor this, Actuary doesn't have his tags like hanging around his neck like a necklace, because as part of his Kath culture, Kath wear collars, and so his dog tags are actually slipped into a little like clear plastic pocket on his collar. But he sees Ajisai fiddling with that, and he just kind of. My final promotion came when I was 3 months deep into a coma. After they had stitched me back up. Believe you me, if I could have just gone to school for it, I would have. Because let me tell you. There ain't no shock like waking up realizing you got more tubes in you than a vacuum, and realizing that you can't really walk that well anymore, and you got to go rehab.
Look at it this way. All that crap you went through brought you where you are today.
He just kind of. He goes. Sometimes I think my mama was right. I should have stayed on the damn farm. But,
like me, you would have died of boredom.
He goes, tell me about it. I hit a growth spurt in high school. Suddenly went from being 5'2" to 6'4", and next thing you know,
he whistles, but I can't whistle.
That's fine. He goes, yeah. Suddenly you go from picking crops on your daddy's farm to now you're the guy standing in the watchtower with the gun.
Oof.
Mostly animals. We didn't really have people try to steal shit. Mostly, badgers, raccoons, the occasional feral cat, which felt weird.
Which, by the way, by the way, Ajisai, just because of where you are, you only know of like what a few of those animals are. You've never heard of a badger. You've heard of cats just because they're so common. But yeah, like some of those are just like what?
She goes, badger?
He goes, you take a cat, make it 3
Okay.
times as big, give it claws and a bad attitude. And they have a
Sounds awful.
propensity for and they have a propensity for radishes. And my father's private garden.
Oh.
Yeah, Actuary goes. Yeah, Actuary gives you a knowing look of just like it has a brief flashback to his father sitting with him and his older brother, explaining to them how to properly roll.
All right.
But now he goes. But yeah, shame about the Dawn's hammer turning traitor on us. I like that ship.
Wish I could have gotten to know it. I was already planning a tattoo.
At least you can get tattoos. And he actually rolls up his sleeve, and you just see fur. It's all fur.
I mean, there are
That's
things
awful.
that the Kath can get, but they're not exactly the same.
Yeah. No, he's not going to do one of those fucking like fur grafts that they.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he goes, yep. I had one time, and he goes, before I take too much time here, I remember one time talking to. Actually, it was your uncle I was talking to. We were talking. We were talking about very briefly what we are going to do with Shore Leave. And he was going to get a tattoo, and I was going to go with him. Mainly because he was going to get like one of those fancy serviceman tattoos, But he wanted me to go with just so I could see what it was like, and then maybe he could convince me to dye my fur.
Wasn't convincing enough, I take it.
I almost went, but then Silesia came in and said we got orders. But he kind of goes, yeah, well, at least we're here.
Yeah.
And oh, sorry.
And the last thing he says before he lets her go is just kind of go. Mm-hmm. He puts his hand on your shoulder, just kind of like just sort of like a. From my personal experience, it might be good we left the military now. He goes, 17 years of fighting. I'm not ready for a damn civil war. Because at least now I know how those damn Martian settlers felt in the first years of the terraforming of Mars, when there were the communists and the capitalists fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Building something, 17 years of building a career, fighting your way up, and only to realize that as soon as you start to retire, more fighting. And what do I got to prove for it? A bunch of scars and the right to vote.
And the right to go to college.
Yeah, too. Actuary's 35.
I mean, hey, there's no shame. There's no shame in that. One of the chillest guys in my English classes at college was like in his 40s, late 40s.
Oh yeah, the Actuary goes. No, he doesn't say it, but he goes. I think this will be good for us. Well, me, I don't know. I can't speak for yourself.
Well, if the good captain keeps to his word and I get to check out some strange new worlds without having to worry about my... Excuse me, sir. Having to worry about... Sorry, this is my son.
Oh, you materialized.
I know. I get to explore some strange new worlds without having to worry about my GPA and a thesis and everything. Well, you know, I call that a win.
I
just wanted to get out there.
Alright.
From an agri world, right? It's an agri world.
Yeah. Well, Havros Bay, both Havros Bay and Mars are designated as garden worlds, which basically means there's a lot of green, a lot of things grow there. And actually, I will say, like, you probably weren't in the fields as much as Actuary, given what your family was like. But a lot of what Actuary is telling you can relate to.
But he goes, take it from one farm boy to another, to a farm girl.
To be completely,
he doesn't have those space, you know. But he doesn't know. He doesn't know. He's making an assumption.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. This is actually goes. Take it from one farm boy to another farm girl. You do eventually. I understand the urge to get out there and do something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hell, that's the only reason why I'm here and not, running the farm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which again, Ajisai, your experience was less you were out there in the fields doing work, and more your parents had employees who did it. A lot of employees, and you occasionally just saw them work.
I do declare.
but I guess I will say this: I've seen a lot, most of the insides of ships. I've been to a couple planets. Yeah. I think the captain will. I trust this strange captain. Not the strangest captain I've had, but no, he might be. The monkey might be the strangest captain I've ever had.
Well, at least we know he's not the least trustworthy captain you ever had.
He goes, look. I would trust the trickster god over Silesia any day of the week. And take it from me, I'm not a religious man, but I'd rather trust that wily son of a bitch over him.
All right. And as this conversation winds down, as if on some sort of cue, since you're talking about the captain, we cut over to his room where it's like where suddenly an ominous voice rings throughout the room. Captain, you have a message.
That's the AI, right?
Yes, that's the ship's AI.
Okay,
you said you didn't want it to have a name, and it has no personality. So here we are.
As it should. Clankers don't have it right.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like, Captain, you have a message.
ER opens up his messages.
Okay. Are you
spam?
Are you taking this message privately, or do you not mind if others are around when they hear it?
Well, he'll close the door.
Okay, so privately. So
he's got a mostly open door policy, except when it's not open. And there's a closed door policy.
This is like,
I've never believed an officer who ever said that.
Okay, so
stop and give me 20 laps. Run the ship.
Right, so you excuse yourself to whatever room you feel is necessary, and the message is an audio file which your ship's computer plays for you. It's like, hey, Jerkaul, it's me, Yana. You remember me?
The devil.
Yeah.
What?
You
the devil.
you remember
Oh.
me? We met the last time you were on 6 Heaven. But you're telling me you only got a little bit of time with this? Fuck! Okay. I was just calling to let you know that that job I offered you the last time you were here, that's still available. Huge payout. At least 1.5 million credits easy. So if you're still interested, I'm still on 6 Heaven. Just looking forward to hearing from you. Hope you get back soon, and I hope you're not dead. Oh shit! I didn't even think about that. Well, if you are still alive, I hope to see you again. And if you're not still alive, I'll just have to give this job to someone else. Anyway, hope you're still alive. Hope to see you soon. Bye.
Can I respond to this message at all? Or no?
You can. Unfortunately, you are not in the pirate space. So if you want an immediate reply, you would have to fly there first. What you can. And actually, given the amount of time it takes for messages to travel between the different sections of space, like if you want to send it immediately, you'd have to jump there first.
Well, we are going to jump to 7th Heaven.
6 Heaven.
6th Heaven. 7th is a really bad TV show, honestly.
Yes, it is. That's why this is 6.
Mm-hmm. What happened to 7th Heaven? Don't ask question.
6 Heaven hasn't blown up yet, so we don't have to
Yeah.
stop. Okay.
Well, that's all right then.
All right. So do you want to go there? Do you want to consult your crew first, or should we just fall into it?
Well, I thought that was the implication that I already told them we were going. That's already where we were planning to go.
Does the rest of the party agree with that sentiment?
But where we're going.
Okay. Jayson, Temme, do you agree
We're-
that you've already agreed to go there?
We've been technically Shanghaied, so.
You
Okay.
chose this.
Well, what was the other option?
Death.
Exactly.
Yes, that's exactly what.
Mm-hmm.
Death.
No, I
It's
just
a
I'd
choice.
go with it.
It's called the illusion of choice.
Mm-hmm. It's like, actually, I will also give you this just because. I'll give you this just because of how space works. Like that message is timestamped from I'd say about 2 weeks ago. I'd say about 2 weeks ago. So that message took 2 weeks to get to you from the pirate space.
Yeah. Shame.
All right. So if everybody agrees, yeah, your gate creation drive is cooled down.
First thing, I will actually address the crew.
Okay.
Okay. So, I know of several of you, just by ye being stationed there and how ye were dressed, that ye are more involved in the military aspect. How many of you have been to the more unscrupulous aspects of this galaxy?
Ellie and
As he's
Dragula,
pouring himself a pot of recap.
Ellie silently raises her hand.
Good.
Dragula, you have to, since you would have had to get passage to come to the Terran space.
Good. So you're aware of the way to act when you be in these types of situations. Correct? I don't want anybody to be grabbed while there and trying to be ransomed, because frankly we can't afford that currently. So, careful where you are. Don't accept anything from strangers. Right there. And keep the buddy system.
Okay, Dad.
Mm-hmm. Looking at me, look like actually, I don't know if any of you could tell how old Hadozee are.
I imagine it's kind of like humans, where like the older they get, the more gray they start to show. Although Jerkaul is a special case, so I have no idea how true that is for him.
He's the equivalency of in his 30s.
Okay. So yeah, not much of any gray.
Yeah. He's not like, oh, he's the young buck ready to go. It'd be like, no, he's older, so he's probably got to have more experience.
All right.
I say that because one of my ancestors, specifically, went to there with a newly minted crew and lost 3/4 of that crew. But if you also wish to just jump ship and join something else directly right there, please inform so we can end your contract and get everything all squared away for you. I do have a current job offer directly out through. It
I'll be right
could
back,
pay
guys.
quite a good amount, but it could also be not the best one, in which case be on the lookout if you hear anything, specifically salvage or transportation of goods tends to be a safer, more effective, but doesn't pay as well type of job.
You do passengers? Do we do passengers?
That's transportation as well there. Of goods in some way.
I mean, people can be goods.
Mm-hmm. That's what you have to put in the flight manifesto.
All right.
One adult, one child in the cargo bay.
Cry.
An old man, a
Right.
young man, and 2 droids, and no
Yep.
questions asked.
Mm-hmm.
Temmy's gone.
I need an old priest, a
Okay,
young
like-
priest. We're transferring an old priest, a young priest, and a girl tied to a bed.
Mm-hmm.
Check. Okay.
I mean, we're just...
Mm-hmm.
All right.
There we
So
go. That's all I had to say.
since everyone appears to be in agreement, you guys can be on the bridge when this happens, so you could watch it happen, or you could not. It's up to you, but I will
Pretty much,
describe it
yeah.
anyway. So, Jerkaul punches in the coordinates, and you using the last bit of fuel that you have, you guys jump 1, 2, 3 spaces, and you are now in pirate space. You do not immediately see sixth heaven yet. However, since you are within that region of space, you are within the pirate network, and anywhere you go at this point, you can use your sublight drives. So if you would like to respond to that message, you can.
Yes.
All right.
Be like, yeah, no. I'd be interested in what this could be. Need further.
Before
Yeah.
that, you hear a ringing, like much like a phone, and then just suddenly you hear from on the other end of the line, if you don't have a 14-inch cock that's as thick around as a soda can, I'm hanging up.
Yeah, no, I'm not responding to that.
Can't help you there, Captain.
Wholly unprofessional.
Okay.
Welcome to pirate space.
And then almost as soon as immediately after you say that, you start to get a call back, and then the caller ID says Yana.
Oh, this is what happens when you deal with very young individuals.
Just like Jerkaul, please tell me that's you. Are you still alive?
Yes, I'd be still alive. This is Jerkaul the 13th.
It's like, thank fuck. Sorry about that. It's like sorry, I just got off of a long shift and I'm very tired. But hey, if I'm getting reply back from you, you're in pirate space.
Yes, I directly should be out soon into 6-7 there.
Oh, sweet. I'll meet you at the last stop. We can discuss the job there. I think you're gonna like this.
I hope so.
All right. All right. All right then. Just because you called, I'll give you the new access code for the station. The new access code to get into Sixth Heaven is code access.
All right.
All right. I'll see you soon.
Yep.
Yeah, Jerkaul, you would know this because Sixth Heaven is a haven for pirates. There is an access code to fly in or not get shot down by their numerous defenses. But yeah, they change the access code every month. Well, Terran Standard month, I should say. And in order to get the new access code, it either costs 5,000 credits on the black market, or you have to know someone. But you you guys fly in the direction of 6-7, which for those of you looking out your view screens paying attention, what you guys see is what at first appears to be a large asteroid that's surrounded by many smaller ones. However, what becomes obvious as you guys get closer is that many of the smaller asteroids have guns placed on them. Some of which point directly to your ship as you approach, but then veer off, as I imagine you have entered the access code. Mike?
Yes,
Okay.
I have.
What they want us to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's what they want us to do. Open fire.
All right. And then as you get closer to this asteroid, more details start to come into focus, like where the dock is. Like there's actually a bunch of signs on some of the closer asteroids that say various things, not all of which are friendly. However, what you also see are these long chains that come off of both the top and the bottom of the asteroid. And tied to these chains are bodies. Frozen bodies in the vacuum of space. Jerkaul, you would know that all of these are people who have either broken the rules here on 6-7, or who, in more recently since she took power, have gone against Silverhand Ripley.
See those right there? That be why I gave you the warning.
Mm-hmm. So,
Fair enough.
mm-hmm.
The most I be familiar with your species is I don't think any of you can breathe in a vacuum, right?
Not since I last checked.
There you go.
I haven't tried, but I'm not going to risk it.
Dragula.
Not yet. Right. What about you, Actuary? Can you breathe in the vacuum of space?
Not last time I tried.
Ellie's not here, but I will answer for her. She cannot breathe in the vacuum of space either. Okay.
Not with that attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
All right.
That's what I said.
All right.
Mhm.
So as you guys approach, you approach an open space. You approach an open space to dock. Because this is a colony that's built into an asteroid, there's very little, if any, like on-site parking. So you will have to park in space, and as you do, a fuel line gets attached to your ship, not necessarily to refuel your ship, but just to prevent it from floating off. And as you dock, an alert comes up. An alert comes on your screen. Jerkaul, parking fee, 10 credits.
All right.
I thought these guys were pirates.
I pay the fee.
Okay.
I got money.
All right. Parking fee, 10 credits. That is paid.
Are credits worth gold or something else? Like silver or latrum?
We can just say gold.
Right. 10 gold.
Actually, yeah. Credits. What? Pretty much all currency in this setting is electronic, just because of the different currency exchange between worlds. Like exactly what credits transfer to, is it like an actual physical thing, varies from world to world. Most often, it actually is gold, because gold is a pretty common mineral that exists on most places. Also, just because I really love that line from Cowboys and Aliens. They're here looking for gold. That's ridiculous. What are they gonna do? Buy something? It's just as valuable to them as it is to you.
Thank you.
All right.
But all right. So you guys dock, and pretty soon a tiny ship comes up to the airlock to get you guys. And when you open the door, you are met with kind of this older, scraggly, there's a lot of gray-haired Jolie, aka the dog race, and he looks up at one of you guys and just says, "All right, ferry fee, 3 credits."
I see. Actually, he's just in the back. Was like, I see where this is going.
Do you want to roll in ferry fee to take you from your ship to 6-7 because you're parked in space?
Yeah, no.
Do you want to roll insight?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with this shit. I shouldn't even have to roll insight.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but it's the name of the game. Actuary, you want to roll insight too?
All right, that's
why not?
cool. 20 unnatural.
Oh, you know, but this makes sense for you.
That's a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this actually would make sense for Actuary because you've never been in a place like this. Jerkaul, you come here every once in a while, so you know this place very well. There is a ferry fee, however, the actual ferry fee is 1 credit. He's trying to skimp you guys.
Well,
Yeah, fee be 1 credit, not 3 credits right there.
It's like, you can't prove that.
One, I should tell Silverhand about what you be doing right there, pushing away business. Stealing money from 6-7 for yourself?
Just give me the
Wonder
fucking
how she'd
credit.
like that.
Just give me the fucking credit.
No, now it's going to be no credits right there because of what you pulled.
Roll intimidation. See if that works.
Sure. Yeah, that'll work because I have that as one of my skills. That is a 25.
Okay.
8 plus 7.
Okay, yeah, like this dog person is clearly older and his fighting days are behind him, so just like okay, fine, just get in the ferry.
Good. All right, everybody get in the ferry.
Okay. So I don't know how many of you guys have actually seen Star Wars Skeleton Crew, where it's just like they got in that small ship where it was like it was mostly glass, so you could see the outside, but yeah, basically what happens is this dog person just like at the controls drives you over to 6 Heaven where it docks, and as it gets in, you can actually start to see there is an entire complex built into this asteroid with like multiple levels and like multiple many of these ferries coming and going, and as you can see, there are a lot of other ships docked here, many of which are obvious pirate ships, and some of them have keen decorations of their own. One of them, the entire front of the ship appears to be red, although just based on the way that red color appears to be oxidizing, it does not look like it's paint.
Hey!
I mean, those.
I saw the
No.
edge of Gar territory line, and it made me nuts.
All right, but there are actually some pristine ships here too, but like it's like an incredibly wide variety of ships. Like I'm gonna hazard a guess some of you have probably never seen ships look like this before. Ajisai for one. Dragula's probably seen 1 or 2, although probably has destroyed them. It has been years as his career in military service. But before long, you guys are dropped off. The airlock goes off, and you step out into 6 Heaven. And the first thing you guys notice before you actually see anything is the smell. Now,
No.
other than actually no, Ajisai would have, but those would be military installations. Just show of hands. Other than Jerkaul, how many of you guys have actually been on space stations?
Imagine probably at some point another.
Ellie, what about you? You've been on space stations?
Probably not, considering I would have dipped out before anything could really happen.
Okay, so then yeah, Ellie would not be that familiar with space stations. However, but yeah, again, when you guys step out of the ferry, the first thing that hits you is the smell. Now, all space stations, whether you're tangentially related to them or not, they work off of recycled air. So like whatever air that goes out and the carbon dioxide that's breathed out is filtered through. There's a garden somewhere in the ship that feeds into oxygen, and that oxygen is resupplied. However, this is a pirate station. The filters here are not the best, and all the parts they have are either ones that they had to steal or ones that they probably bought from a Legionnaire store. But yeah, there's like this perpetual stench of just like blood, feces, semen, other bodily fluids, just like all mixed together and coalesced into this one thing that's just permeates the station throughout. Like Jerkaul, you're used to this. You've been here so many times you don't even notice it anymore. But everyone else has
What,
been
is
here.
everyone gonna have to roll a con save to not dry heave or vomit?
I mean, for flavor, if you guys want to. I mean, the rule of cool applies. So if you want to ignore that, go right ahead. But yeah, Zach, exactly. It's the funk of 40,000 years. And this is a pirate station, which means it's not the best maintained.
Look, I fought pirates.
Well,
I am pirates.
Oh, boy.
Well, unfortunately for you, Dragula, even you're a Tyran, so even with a nat 1, you don't you don't vomit, so I'd say the most that happens to you is just go because you didn't expect that. But yeah, that's before you start noticing things. And when you notice the buildings, a lot of them have signs that say where they are. However, a lot of them have holes in them. Some of the windows are damaged, and yet despite this, some people are still going in and out of them. And you actually can also smell meats being cooked nearby, like people who kind of like a hot dog stand or like a space crustacean stand, just whatever the pirates can get for people who are just getting off their ships. And so yeah, you guys want to take a moment to look around the dock, or do you want to just go straight to the last stop where Yenna said she would meet you guys?
Oh,
Haven't said to stick together.
well, your description of the smell, Joe's going to mother. Okay, I know this is pirates. I think there's some form of work on the space station.
See, that'd be the problem. Is it's currently owned by one Silverhand Ripley right there, and that'd be the problem.
Who's
Why
that?
And it was owned by previous individuals. It had a much better air to it, much more class.
Well, if she smells like the rest of the station, I imagine she's not Silverhand Ripley. She's Brownhand Ripley.
Ooh,
It makes sense with his sexual proclivity.
get fucked, nerd.
But yeah, to answer your question, Temme, as to who's Silverhand Ripley, she was discussed a bit last session. She
No,
has
I know. I know.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Ellie doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to answer that? Do you want to answer that question, Jerkaul?
What was the question?
Who is Silverhand Ripley?
No one's asked that.
No, I already told the guys of what happens. They assume he's the leader. I told literally this is what happens when Silverhand is here. Previous
Well, no,
version.
Ellie. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, no. Ellie asked in character, "Who's
Mhm.
Silverhand Ripley?"
Oh.
Young upstart who took over the station. Me predecessor, the 12th, was actually on a specific way to take her down and retake the station after a point. But unfortunately, he passed away. Me father was many things, but unfortunately couldn't see the longest term for this.
Okay. All right.
Do wonder where his first mate went.
So again, just to repeat my question, you guys want to hang around the dock and just see what's around here, or do you want to actually get to the last stop where Yenna said she'd meet you?
Well, Jerkaul is going to be like, we have things to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Captain's
just
orders.
Right, if you want.
objective.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Captain's orders.
Yeah.
all right. So you guys leave the dock and enter the station proper. And the best way to describe a place like this is like most base stations are like this, but this is the first one in game, so I got to describe it. It's kind of like being on the inside of a mall, except instead of 2 stories, there's like 3 or 4, and even then there's multiple levels. So yeah, as you guys are walking around, like you see the different levels, you see like different shops and offices within each one. There's like little kiosks and like guideposts that like show like you are here. Here's a map of this level, blah blah blah. Again, it's exactly like being in a mall. And on the walk to 6 Heaven, to the last stop, you guys see a bunch of interesting shops, such as for instance a store called The Clinic, that's literally the name on the top of the store. And in the window is a sign that reads special cure for STDs special 2,500 credits. Not far from that, going along the way, you see another shop that says Porn's Porn and Sex Shop. New releases in the genres of bukkake, fivesomes, gore, unwilling, edging, and animal. And another sign on the window says, for aphrodisiacs and other drugs, please see Howard Cooper's Drug Shack. And not that not that far from that, you actually do see Howard Cooper's Drug Shack, which specials half off of cocaine, mushrooms, and tipoline. Which, since none of you are from the planet Aquis, you'd have to roll a history check to see if you know what tipoline is.
All right, I'll do it.
Sure.
Okay.
Actuary is
The history, I say how high.
Mm-hmm.
16.
Okay. What'd you get, Ajisai?
13.
That's actually enough.
That's
Believe it or
fine,
not.
Ajisai. He's been around a lot longer. A lot
Yeah.
longer.
All right.
A lot longer.
Oh, no.
Tipoline is a
Tipping.
substance from the planet Aquis, which is the homeworld of the Jali, the dog people, which is basically a super aphrodisiac. In higher doses, it's also known to cause hallucinations. And actually, with that last one, I'll say, Mike, because of your history here, you would probably know this. Some clever pirates have figured out a way to weaponize this drug by turning it into gas grenades and then putting it into the air filters on ships.
There you go.
Yeah, the results are kind of disastrous, but also fun.
You can weaponize anything with enough
Mhm.
trying.
Yes. But yes, moving along from there, you guys also spot another store that's just called the Fuck You store, with a sign on the front that says, "Don't like what we have? Well, fuck you."
They're honest.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You guys see many different weapon shops, food shops, supply shops, all different kinds of names, all skeezy in their own unique ways. You see one shop that's called Harold's Hand Axe Shop, the hand axe shop that sells only hand axes. And
Dragula, it's right there.
Actuary's gonna joke, look at Ellie and go, I wonder if they sell blenders.
We could ask.
You'll be here for 10 minutes if you do.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
We're
And-
walking, we're moving, we're walking.
Yeah.
And
And
he says this is-
may swing back around for a hand axe or two, you know, right? I guess maybe option for range beyond the shotgun.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. And
Range is a pretty nice place to be.
Mhm.
And as you guys start to get closer to the last stop, you guys see a sign that's kind of like a banner hanging over the top that just says the regular market. In other space stations and other planets, this would be called the black market, but this is a pirate station.
On the nose there.
However, at the entrance to where this banner is, just going into the regular market, on the right side of the street, you see a store that is called Just a Pawn Shop. That's literally what it's called. And on the other side, on the left side, you see The Last Stop, which even from the outside, this is a pub. Like there's loud music coming from the inside. There's drunk people outside. You actually see one guy throwing up. And actually, something interesting to note is, literally the entire way here, you guys have not seen a single security personnel, like at all.
It's a pirate station. If there was security everywhere, it wouldn't be a pirate station. It'd just be Walmart.
Just station.
Yeah, I just felt like I had to point that out.
Yeah.
But
Yar.
But also one of the windows to this place was clearly broken recently, and somebody just taped up some cardboard there for the time being. They'll get that fixed soon. So you guys head inside?
Nah, we're just gonna stand out here for a few hours. You know,
Okay.
enjoy the
Stand
I'm gonna play
most.
jacks.
All right.
I'll play jets. No,
Let's
we're
go.
gonna.
All right. And so,
Hey, you
as you
gotta do
guys,
pull-ups, Mike.
yeah, and so
Really?
as you guys step into the last stop, it's just like literally the instant you open the door, the sound of heavy metal and the smell of booze hits you. We're just like, this is like a true pirate pub. There are tables everywhere. Like the people are drunk everywhere. Like someone goes to hit somebody, but then another person stops them. Like beer spilled everywhere, and there's some people playing cards at tables on literally the entire back wall. You guys actually see pachinko machines.
We're in hell.
On the left side of this place, running literally the entire length of the building, is the bar with many different drinks and many different bartenders. And in the back right corner of the room, from where you guys standing, is a stage where a band is currently performing, and they are playing this.
Damn it, it's all jizz. They only ever play jizz.
No, these are pirates. They play heavy metal.
Heavy metal jizz.
I have this on. I have this on my zoo.
Mm-hmm.
and actually, coincidentally enough, Dragula, since you noticed that, you actually do see like this electronic sign above the stage where it says Ailstorm Tribute Band, and you actually see some of the members do actually look like Ailstorm.
Damn it, it's all AI.
The wait, this is like thousands of years in the future. Ailstorm's public domain. That feels like if you had like a Beethoven tribute thing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're pirates. Who's going to stop them?
No, well.
All right. So, with Wenches and Mead playing in the background, because some of my music is diegetic, you guys have a choice. You guys go for drink first, or are you guys going to look for your contacts?
I'm not drinking in a place like this.
Totally, get drugged.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Your choice.
I only have 65 gold. I'm going to be staying until I'm happy.
Only.
Huh, do I want to get drugged and mugged, or do I want to get drugged and raped? Good question.
The answer may surprise you.
The answer is all three.
Yes.
Wait,
Kinky.
You stole my
Damn,
wallet.
well,
My butt hurts.
By all three, I mean kidney.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just
They
hear a
stole
horse
my-
behind you.
Mm-hmm.
My wallet's gone. My kidney is missing, and my butt hurts.
Well, I mean, if you lose a kidney, you can just get another one at the regular market.
I'm not buying a kidney.
You want gills? If you want gills, we take out lungs. I'll get you gills by next Tuesday.
Imagine
You want X-ray vision? That's Z.
I imagine some guy like, oh sure, if you is there complaining like, oh sure, you donate one kidney, you're a hero, but you donate 23, you're a serial killer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which actually, by the way, I'll also point this out, just because I forgot to mention this earlier. You guys do get some stares walking around. However, no one approaches you, and it very quickly becomes obvious that it's because that there's an 8-foot-tall lizard person watching over your entire group. So yeah, thanks to Dragula's continued presence, you guys are safe. For now.
I think we'd be fine. I'd be ready for combat.
All right, so
Kill them all.
all right, so since you guys have opted to not start drinking, Jerkaul, since you are the only person who knows what this character looks like, I would like you to roll perception.
Jerkaul just fucking face. Jerkaul just face plants a mountain of cocaine and inhales.
It's literally the Elmo meme. Alright, that is 14.
Okay. So,
Let's get litty.
All right. Look, this place, despite my description, isn't actually that big. So looking around at the myriad of tables, it doesn't take too long for you to spot her, and you actually spot her mid a game of cards with a bunch of other pirates. I'm going to assume you approach.
Yes.
Okay. So as the lot of you approach, to any who feel like it, roll perception for me.
Yeah.
Sure.
What's my perception?
Oh, wow. I'm a little distracted.
Yeah, that's a solid 7.
That's a solid... No, wait. No, that is a 7, not a 1 on my dice.
What are you rolling
too
perception
small.
for?
That's 10.
Regroup that. So that would be a...
All right.
How good is
her sleight of
that
hand?
weird numbering thing where the 7 and the 1.
Oh shit! Okay.
No, these gray dice might be
Don't
voodoo.
bite your mom.
Well, I
Oh.
learned that.
Okay. So
Gotta get something like this.
okay. Dragula, you only barely see this. You actually met the DC for what she rolled. Jayson, you absolutely see this. so you, as you guys approach the table where this person is playing cards, her back is currently to you. However, as you guys approach, you watch as the card she's holding in her hand, she pulls a Landel Calrissian and slips one into her sleeve, and then out of another she pulls a different card. And and thanks to this switch, for those of you who understand the Terran card game, she now has a straight. So because the two of you are the only ones that saw this, do either of you want to say something or point that out to the rest?
Oh, keep that in my back pocket. Exactly.
Jeez. It's a Christian Minecraft server. You can't say that.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess
This
not.
is our contact, right? Probably best not to piss her off.
That's all right. That's fair. So
No,
since neither of you guys say anything, that the hand is called. Everyone puts down their cards, and then you just watch this person who's like, "Ha! Suck it, every single one of you." And you watch as like all like four of these other pirates at this table all glare at her like they're about to shoot her. But then one sighs and then just passes her his credits. And actually, no, they don't pass her any credits. They transfer it electronically through their tablets.
Uh-huh.
And she does so. That happens. Jerkaul, you have not said anything to alert her to your presence. Do you want to do so?
Well, the game is over, correct?
Well, this hand is over. Yes. I mean, there's no reason they can't start another one.
Is there an open chair?
Sure. Yeah.
Sure. People take a seat.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'll say.
Interesting game you got here.
This is like.
If you join.
It's like. It's like. I was like, oh, sweet, Jerkaul. And as soon as that name escapes her lips, all four of the other pirates turn and look at you, and then the rest of you guys see this. Like they all look at you, Jerkaul, and they all just have this look, and they're like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm. And the king of beers. And somehow got added to the deck.
For the counts.
Mm-hmm. It's like, but yes, it's like, well, since Captain Jerkaul has decided to grace us with his presence, how are the rest of you rubes feeling? It's like, maybe your luck's gonna turn around this time. You watch as one guy grumbles, gets up from the table. Another one just goes like, "Fuck you, Yenna, you cheating bitch." And then he gets up and storms off. The last guy looks like he wants to stay for another hand to turn his luck around. Unfortunately, then he looks up and sees Dragula and Actuary standing right next to each other, which terrifies the hell out of him. So he also gets up and leaves.
Yeah, I imagine Dragula just slowly smiles like Finding Nemo.
Hello.
How tall is Dragula?
8 feet tall.
So it's just like Dragula, Actuary.
I mean, both of you guys are members of badass warrior races, and you're standing next to each other without trying to kill each other. So you got that
How
going.
tall is Ellie? And
Yeah, how tall's Ellie?
Ellie and Ajisai.
He's closer to Jerkaul.
Mm-hmm.
Ajisai is 5'8".
Okay.
Wait, how tall?
Something.
How tall should call?
I forgot. Give me a sec.
Because I'm just debating if he's small enough for us at any point for Dragula to pull a fastball special.
He is about, let's say, 5'5".
You can absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's small enough for it to work.
Yeah, their average is usually 5'3" to 6'1", and he's about 5'5", 5'6". He's shorter. He's the shortest member of this party, probably.
No, I got you beat.
Oh shit! I thought Ellie was taller.
Ellie just looks tall because she's thin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, not
And
all of us can get the fucking thin body right there. Some of our metabolism failed us.
An actuary is a
The
solid
damn natural
6'7".
bug thigh gap.
Mhm.
No, he literally eats a
Yep.
donut.
Mhm. All right then. Let me pull up her picture really quick. All right. So, as this person turns to face the party, you guys are greeted with this character.
Resist the urge to make a terrible joke.
Mm-hmm. And it's like I will also say as she turns in her chair to look directly at you, Jerkaul, she's just like so. It's like thank you so much for getting back to me so quickly. I honestly was worried about. And then she looks away from you, Jerkaul, and then she sees the rest of you guys all standing behind him, and Actuary, her eyes lock directly on yours, and you then watch as a wry smile crosses her face, and she just says under her breath, "Doctor, doctor, give me the news."
Hold
Down.
on. Hold on. Well, keep going. I'll tell you what actuary goes through actuary's head.
All right, but yeah, Mike, you.
For the calamity.
Does anyone want to say something?
I said, down, girl.
It's like, what? Oh, sorry. All right. So since everyone else is gone, wait, drinks are on me. Wait right here. I will be right back. So the table is now free if any of you guys want to sit down.
Jerkaul's sitting how like I'm sitting in the chair with the legs up like this.
All right.
I'm
And
going.
are the chairs big enough for Dragula?
I mean, yeah, but barely. You can totally sit down if you want.
Chair just autocasts in large as you sit in it and it gets bigger for you.
No, they haven't perfected that technology yet. Actually, better question. Is there anyone who chooses to remain standing?
If
Nope.
there's a chair that allows me to sit with my back to the corner and looking out over the room, I will sit there.
You
Okay,
absolutely.
Edgelord.
Okay, you absolutely may. However, I will also say directly behind you is the band.
That's fine.
Okay. Ellie, Ajisai, do you two sit down?
I
Yes.
sit next to Actuary.
Okay. All right. So you guys have like a minute or so before she gets back. Anyone want to say anything?
Here's Actuary's inner monologue when she looks at him. And I looked at him, and she looked at me. Actuary's inner monologue.
Oh, jeez.
Unfortunately, I can't watch that because I don't want to get it on the recording, just in case.
Here's Actuary's inner. Hello, naughty list. Terrible, because I have a terrible. If she starts flirting with Actuary, he won't flirt back.
What do you mean might?
Yeah,
You
let's be real.
breathe?
Also, actually, because I have a terrible joke after seeing that fucking picture.
Mm-hmm.
But no, Actuary sits down. I guess he'll say to the captain,
Mm-hmm.
"Interesting friend you got there, Captain."
To be completely honest, Jerkaul, you only barely know her. She approached you with this job. You did not approach her.
Yep, that's why I said acquaintance.
He
Not
actually,
friend.
yeah,
She'd be an up-and-comer looking to prove herself right there. Especially considering who her sister be.
Cousin, not sister.
Her cousin be.
Who her cousin be?
Cousin be owner of the station, unfortunately.
Oh, great.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, just kind of goes, huh.
Mm-hmm.
This
And,
relation, based upon what you said about her cousin, how would you describe the relationship between these two? Sympathetic or
I don't know.
contentious?
Roll a history check, Mike.
That is 22. 18
Okay.
plus 4.
Okay, you paid attention. Your predecessors paid attention, so you actually know. They are cousins, yes. However, Silverhand is a type of person who doesn't really play favorites, and that extends even to her own family. So yeah, she's not part of any crew. She's not part of any of Silverhand's crew. That's for certain. And so like you get you get the sense that she's trying to strike out on her own, maybe because she wants to prove herself to her cousin. Because yeah, she's clearly a pirate and she clearly wants to prove herself, but Silverhand has not been helping her at all throughout their entire relationship.
It be a strained relationship right there. No love lost right there.
Interesting.
All right. Okay. He's like, eventually, after this, she does come back. She has each of you like one of those huge ass like Oktoberfest size like steins of beer, and when she hands you yours, Dragon is like, sorry, they didn't have any for your size, so I hope this is okay.
It'll be fine, though. I'm gonna roll inside the fact that while all of us, so
Sure, go right ahead. Okay.
Nice.
You can definitely tell that she's being honest with the drinks. That none of them are drugged or poisoned in any way. Like you could tell that just from looking at her. However, since you rolled above a 13, I'll also give you this. She might be trying to butter you guys up. For what though, you're not certain.
Buttermilk
Like,
biscuit.
but she's clearly done this as like as a way to like try to win you guys over to her good side. Though for what, you're not certain. So it's just like this is like so yeah. But yeah, so she sits down at the only other open table, which was right next to you, Jerkaul, where she was sitting originally. Which means that Ellie, you're actually sitting on the other side of her, and it's like, and so when she takes her seat, she's like, so, do you is it straight to business, or am I allowed to talk to him for a little bit?
Straight to business, please.
Right.
Business
Well,
first before pleasure. Afterwards, you can do whatever you want right there.
oh, actually, to that, she just say like, oh, is he a member of your crew? Does that mean you're giving me permission?
He be a member of a crew, but he be his own person. If he says yay, cool. If he says nay, there you go.
That is fair. All right, so I won't beat around the proverbial bush, but I guess introductions are in order first. I don't want to be rude. My my name is Yana. Yes, I am a pirate, and yes, I have a very perverted mind. If you can't accept those things and you can't get used to those things, well then fuck you.
Figured you would anyway.
I like you. I actually really like your style too.
Thank you.
Note to self: get sunglasses. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm Yana. What's your name?
Ajisai.
Nice to meet you. And by the way, detail that the AI does not get, no matter how many times I put it in. This person is an angel, and when you shake their hand, you notice that she has 6 fingers. Mm-hmm.
Wait, so the AI could not do weird hands?
It couldn't produce a 6-fingered hand. Weirdly enough.
How about ironic?
It wasn't me. 6-fingered man.
It's like
You chill.
it's like
relax.
It's like and you, big guy, scaring everyone else away here with your intimidating presence. What's your name? By the way, I meant no offense to that. That's actually a very good thing in a place like this. What's your name? Ken, she's talking to you.
Just say,
It's like, and you, big guys, who's scaring everyone away with your intimidating presence. What's your name? Which, by the way, I meant no offense. That's actually a good thing in a place like this.
you could call me Dragula.
Dragula? As in, dead through the ditches it burned, through the witches it slammed, Dragula?
Indeed.
Okay. I mean, that's certainly not the worst name I've heard in this place. And it's like, and what about you there? You're actually the second. You're actually only the second Sakar I've ever seen, and the last one didn't look like you. What do they call you? Ellie stares blankly into the void.
Yeah, right. It's
Mhm.
Ellie looks at her for a minute, debating whether she wants to even engage, and then she looks up at her, looks down, and then in her mind she's like, Ellie.
Ah, that's cool. And you can tell me all about you.
Actuary. I will point this out. Also, a little fun detail. Actuary will only start drinking when the captain starts drinking.
He doesn't drink.
Then Actuary doesn't drink. Because
Okay.
it's a sign of, well...
Mm-hmm.
You can if you want,
structure.
right there,
Well,
but
Well, I know, but it's a command. It's a weird little bit of programming in Actuary's head about command structure.
Well, if the car's not going to drink, Jaguar's just going to reach up and take his cup as well.
I mean,
yeah,
Jerkaul,
he'll
do you allow
just
this to
slide it.
happen?
He'll see you going for it, so he'll just slide the cup towards you.
But Actuary goes. Actuary looks at her,
Mhm.
and he just simply goes, Actuary.
Actuary. I like it. But yes, you said business. You said business before pleasure. We'll get back to you. So, for if you can't tell, I'm very excited for this. I mean, after all, you're Jerkaul of the line, Jerkaul. Every single one of you has been famous.
Yep,
I hope you are too.
should be.
Right. But yes, so this is a salvage job, very big. I'd say easily $1 million, $1.5 million payout easy, and that's just my assumption. There's probably more.
All right,
But
where is it?
we'll get to that. But just to pique your interest, 2 words: Seraphim class.
Hmm.
You guys were just on a Seraphim class ship. Those ships are huge, like Pillar of Autumn huge.
Oh. Captain, permission to speak.
Granted.
Mm-hmm.
What Seraphim class ship can be salvaged? Like,
What? It's like one whose life supports and engines are no longer functioning, but is just drifting in space.
okay.
And it has a-
no,
No, go on. You go on.
no, go on.
Go.
Counterspell.
Ensign. I will pull rank. Wait.
Ah, we're the same rank.
Go ahead and speak.
She just goes. Ajisai just goes like, and it hasn't been picked up by the Navy.
Not yet. However, I will say I have no idea how long it's going to be until the Navy eventually finds it. So if you guys want to get on this before that happens,
Do you happen to know the call sign of the ship?
it's like I'd figure one of you guys would ask for proof. So you watch as she pulls out her little data pad that she has, and she actually slides it over to Jerkaul, since since he is the captain, and you do see a picture of the ship adrift in space. You see energy readings, which are supposed to confirm that this ship is legit. You also see the name of the ship, as well as a verification from one of the sources here on Sixth Heaven that this ship actually does exist in the Terran Imperial Registry, the IS Vanessa Hexington. However, you only find that proof that this ship exists and is in the Terran Imperial Registry. You see nothing about what this ship's mission was, what the crew was, who captained it. No information, just proof that it does exist. Mm-hmm.
And I roll history on the ship.
You may.
I'd like to also roll.
By all means, roll.
Gosh darn it!
By all means, roll for it.
What are your thoughts on cheating?
Well, I mean, you just watch this person cheat at cards, so
if you don't get caught.
Yeah, if you don't get caught.
I don't know what the hell's going on. I keep rolling 20s. That's a hot and spicy 9.
Neither of you have heard of this ship.
I would not have heard of this ship too.
No, and I will say, Jerkaul, just based on past experiences, a ship this big for a salvage job, assuming that it is completely intact and untouched, like she says, with the amount of like weapons, munitions, supplies, like even if some of the MREs are still intact, because those go for a lot on the black market, you're looking at like she said 1.1 to 1.5 million credits. That's lowballing it. You could if you're lucky, you could get 2-3 million credits easy.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, how do you have a estimation right there? Do you have the full details of the ship, manifest specifically in it, where it's lost? No other salvage crews currently going for it?
No other salvage crews currently going for it. I may have intercepted the information of this ship's existence before anybody else could get their hands on it. Mike, roll insight for anyone else.
Damn. That is a hot and spicy 23.
By anybody else, she does mean Silverhand. There's no malicious intent there. It's just that she got this information. Silverhand does not yet know about it, so it's free game. Those are the rules of piracy.
How long till she knows about it?
Until I tell her, which can be after we visit it. Well, yes. I'd like to hire Jerkaul to do this job, and you are members of his crew, are you not?
We implies you.
Well, of course, this is my job. And since this is my job, what's wrong with me going with you?
It's a little pricey right there, specifically. A full description of that ship for what? You say 1 to 1.5 million credits?
Mm-hmm.
That's quite a bit low right there. Is there a lot wrong with this ship? Very dangerous area of space, not a specific point. Salvage off of it?
To be completely honest, I don't know. It's just that I heard about this ship. This information was supposed to be passed along, not to my cousin. She stole that information, but it was supposed to be passed along to someone else. I stole it from them before somebody else could steal it, and now it's in my hands. And honestly, the reason I was lowballing it was because I have no idea how long it's actually been out there. It says it's untouched, but you can't be too careful.
Oh wait, shit! I didn't know that was a change.
What is?
Friends got changed in 2024. Now the target doesn't go hostile afterwards, realizing you cast it on them. It's just if they fail.
Okay. Oh, okay.
They just know they were charmed, but they don't immediately know hostile. They just There you go.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
So are you gonna cast Friends on her?
Not currently right there.
Okay. Okay.
Actuary,
Mhm.
what section of space we talking here? Because my own experience is Terran space is Terran space. Independent space is independent space. Now, of course, if it's stuck in between, that makes it interesting.
Well, allow me to assuage your fears. It is not an imperial space, and currently it actually is in between spaces. So it is interesting.
Actuary kind of leans back
Mhm.
and thinking about his knowledge,
Uh-huh.
his backgrounder, and he kind of he actually looks at Ajisai
Uh-huh.
because she's also ex-Navy now.
Mhm.
He looks at her and he goes, and based on what she told us, he's going to speculate just to the group and particularly the captain. It could have been the ship was making a jump, and it did. And he looks directly at Ajisai, and life support failed mid-jump.
Actually, since you said specifically that, I'll give you this without a roll. I said that you had actually been shown a picture of the ship. Looking at the ship and where it's been hit, you you actually see one of the spots where a hole has been punched through it. That is the part of the ship where the gate creation drive is. It's a miracle that this ship did not explode when that was hit. However, what could have happened in situations like this was exactly like you said. The ship was about to jump. That was hit, and then the coordinates may have been thrown off, and it could have jumped anywhere. And then following a bunch of other numerous failures, life support went down. Yeah.
With that, because we have the picture that shows where it was hit.
Yes.
Can I roll investigation just looking at the picture if I can determine like what may have caused that?
You may go right ahead. However, I will say just based on this picture, it's going to be a pretty high roll. I just saw you roll as well because you also have a military background.
Investigation. You fail me. 14.
Okay. Okay. You can't specifically tell what made the hole in that ship. Like, both the Terrans and the Zoth have weapons that are capable of that. However, I will say that the ship's drive core and its engines aside, the ship looks remarkably intact. There are some scuff marks along the outside which indicate that it was clearly in some kind of battle before it jumped, but other than that, the ship looks miraculously fine.
But Actuary looks at Ellie.
Mm-hmm.
Because scientist.
Yeah.
Ellie, if a gate drive core fails, over under on the radiation leakage after it's been derelict for a few days.
Ellie bobs her head back and forth, thinking.
I am since this is a Terran Imperial ship, I'm gonna have to have you roll for that. If this was a Zoth ship, you would not have to roll, but since this is Terran, roll an intelligence check for me.
Tree intelligence?
Unless there's a check that you have that you think applies to this situation.
The only thing I would think would be like maybe history from like what I know of the other ships, but that'd
Okay,
probably be straight intelligence.
Okay, sure. Let's just go with a straight intelligence roll.
24.
Okay. You have no idea how long this ship has actually been there. So as far as the radiation leak is concerned, I'd say minimal worries at best. I mean, just by looking at this ship, you can tell that the life support and the atmosphere is offline, which means you guys would be going in there in spacesuits anyway, and those also protect you from radiation. So, in theory, if you guys are careful, you should be okay.
Mm.
But yeah, as far as immediate radiation, as far as an immediate radiation leak, unless whatever did this to the ship just happened, you should be okay.
Yeah, we're fine.
All right, so that takes.
Yeah. I will also say, just to repeat, but like both of you would know this. It is a miracle that this ship just did not straight up explode when its drive core was hit. Like that's a miracle.
Actuary remembers the Casper Cross.
It'd be magic. I know.
Mm-hmm.
But Actuary looks at the captain, and he goes, between me and her, indicates towards Ajisai, goes, without knowledge, he goes, Seraphim classes are all built the exact same mass product, same blueprint. Hell, probably has the same. I could probably tell you exactly where my locker was on the Dawn's Hammer based on this one.
You could.
That'd be useful right there. Because maybe going specific in stuff.
Yeah, but he also points at Ajisai, and she goes, hell, she probably knows more about her training at the academy. You could probably blindfold her and have her walk you through this thing without any bumping into walls.
First off, consensus right there. Do ye all want to take this job? Show of hands, who wants to take this job?
Well, I think,
Wow.
I know I'm the captain, but I like to have the crew make the decisions as well right there. Because if somebody doesn't want to take it right there, the job has an issue of going wrong.
I mean, it is salvage. I mean, actually, I think it's a good point.
But it does depend on the area of salvage. And we haven't gotten anything of that.
Well, before I tell you where this ship is, I need you to agree to do the job. I might be young, but I know how this game works. I know that I could very easily just tell you where the ship is, and then you could just shoot me in the back and leave me and go to the ship yourself. Or if I convince him to stay with me for a night, you have him distract me and then just fly off while I'm asleep. I know how this game works.
I'm not whoring out me crew without their choice.
I didn't.
Option 1 is more efficient, anyways.
Yeah, I didn't imply that you were. I'm just saying that there's a myriad of ways you could screw me over on this. I would like some assurances that you are not going to screw me over, and that I will get my fair cut out of the profits when this is over.
The silver hand right there, as I put a hand on her.
Uh-huh.
You be knowing this business, and there's certain points of how you have to deal with it, especially someone that comes from a long line, so as myself, as I cast friends on her. And there's certain stipulations, so mate, you need to make a spell save, DC, Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
You have to make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 15.
All right.
Not the highest, but still all right.
Wisdom.
Look, somebody hit her with Mind Sliver.
Shit.
Punch in the throat.
Cast gun.
She fails by 1.
Oh, this is also funny. If they succeeded, they don't know friends was cast on them. Good, she failed. So I have a little bit of time to get her to do this. Spell ends if target takes damage. I make an attack roll, deal damage, force anyone to do a saving throw. They know they were charmed, but they don't immediately turn hostile. It's up to them. So we're going to ask, where is this located specifically? As short as you can describe it.
Okay. So in order to answer this, I need to know the specifics of the spell, how they work. What is she obligated to answer for you? Just literally anything you ask.
She
or is there a
has
roll
the
for it?
charmed condition.
Okay, let me just. Oh, thank you very much.
Charmed basically means you can't attack or charm me this one. Basically, it arises, blah blah blah. Most conditions. Condition lasts to this, blah blah blah. Charmed creature can attack, charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities. The charmer has advantage on ability checks to interact socially with the creature right there.
Okay.
So
Okay.
persuasion.
So yes,
Yes.
you would need to roll a persuasion
persuasion.
check, and thanks to this condition, you have advantage.
All right. Persuasion. So that is a 25. No guidance because I'm concentrating on this.
Okay. Okay.
This is a cantrip.
Okay. So she stares at you for like a solid minute. Hold on, I need to.
It can't be a minute. It needs to.
No. I mean, just a minute for me. I need to look at the DCs I wrote for her for what she reveals. Okay.
Well, 25 is basically
That's a,
almost the highest. I can't hit 30, which 30 would basically be impossible.
I understand, but I wrote out specific DCs for like specific information she will reveal. Okay.
All right, killer. Ellie, there you go. You have body parts you can use.
Okay. So she stares at you for a good long moment, which isn't a minute. It's just that look of just like this person is clearly charmed and just captivated by your eyes. Which, by the way, since she's an angel, her eyes actually do gleam like real gemstones. Just pointing that out.
But you could sell this.
You could actually. That is a thing that happens here in the regular market. But
Jerkaul's not going to say that. But yeah.
But yeah, she looks at you, smiles, and is just like, okay, I'll tell you where this ship is, and if you all refer back to the galaxy map, the location she actually gives you guys is roughly in this area here, just at the galactic edge.
Huh.
I'm going to mark it with an X. And that can also just get deleted at a later time.
Okay. It's like as for where specifically in that section of space it is, here are my terms. 8,000 credits up front. And when we take the salvage, we a 60-40 split, going to the 60 going to you guys. The 40 is for me for my finder's fee for the ship.
Do you have your own crew that you can run this on or no?
Roll insight. You get advantage because of friends.
Insight. Good thing I took insight. That is a 21.
Yeah, but yeah, it's your call. No.
You have no one to help you. You have no one else to do this right there. This information is not worth much outside of the point. So we'd be doing less of a split in that way right there. I could be nice and give you a higher point, but the fact that you kept hiding this information and trying to be coy about it, just starting out, I think a good 15% for you. And
85.
85 for the rest of us.
Roll persuasion.
As Ellie says that 85. 85 for the rest of us.
Roll persuasion again.
Yeah, cool.
Just hold on. So you're bragging about All-Star now, whatnot, but you had literally no crew or anything set up, right?
Well, Mike started talking before I was able to finish, but from that insight roll, she's desperate. This is her first job. She wants a reputation. She wants to get on a crew. She wants to get out there and start making a name for herself.
Ye be going to also, because I would drop it down to 10, you are going to invest specifically in the point of making this mission succeed. So ye gonna put down the credit cost right there. And then if it succeeds, you'll get this plus the prestige of working with the great Captain Jerkaul.
She takes this in, and then she's just like, all right, I'll agree to your split, and I'll still pay you the 8,000 credits up front.
He's already got a finished contract right in front of her.
But actually the instant you put you put that in front of
Mm-hmm.
her. She's just like, is this a contract just for this job, or is this for a contract to be part of
Just for
your
the job.
crew?
Just for the job.
If this job goes well, what would you say to me about joining your crew?
Depends on how the job goes right there. Sign it or don't. Your choice.
Mm-hmm. Are you sure? I have valuable skill sets.
Sign it or join. Sign it or no.
Okay. At that she picks up the contract, looks it over. I'm going to roll investigation for her to see what she sees.
I'm
Luckily
going
for her,
to roll deception on the contract in response right there.
what specifically are you trying to deceive her with?
There's no promise of joining the crew afterwards. Job is dependent on completion right there. You attempt any sort of subterfuge or anything in that way right there. This is null and void. If you attempt any sort of harm to the crew, your life is forfeit.
Okay.
But that's hidden in, legal... Jesus, it's hidden in
You
legalese. Goddamn, deep
you still need to
legalese
roll
right there with a goddamn 26 deception.
I was gonna say you still need to roll a deception check, but
This is why I took deception, intimidation, and persuasion.
thank God you did. So
He is
As
the
every
face
face
of the
should.
group.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like, but yeah, she takes the contract, she looks it over, and then she's like, you know what? That is completely fair. I, su- I suppose a trial run to join your crew would be in order, just to show that I am trustworthy. So since this is probably written on an electronic pad because paper is actually a rarity out in space, she just takes her finger.
But literally
signs-
during the meeting, he was fucking pulling up a template for this job, pulling up a salvage one, cycling through those, and writing in details while he was talking.
I expected nothing less. But yes, she does sign your contract.
Which,
And-
funny enough, his hands were on the table, the tablet was in his feet, because Hadozee have dexterous feet and they can manipulate objects. He was literally writing the contract with his feet.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
I wish you would have told me that sooner, because then I would have to have a perception roll for everyone to see that.
Oh, you can do it right now to see.
That's okay. It's already
He positioned himself
passed.
to make sure she couldn't see it. Also, probably after she signs it, you could flavor it if you want the chart that Friends ends.
It's not. It hasn't ended quite yet, but it's going to end.
All right.
It's going to end in the next. It's going to end in the next couple of minutes. So, all right. So,
Well,
It's
no,
like-
because
all right. All right. So, okay. So, this is normally the part where I'd cheers with you to our new, if temporary, partnership. But seeing as how you just gave your drink away, is there anything else you'd like to do instead? Maybe a handshake. Do you want me to spit in my hand first? I personally find that practice distasteful.
no, we already got the contract signed right there. It'd all be proverbially all great right there. And if you'd be joining us specifically on the ship, make sure you have all the supplies as well as everything that was signed that you would provide for this mission.
Very well. Now, speaking, and as promised, and she forwards you specifically, Jerkaul, the 8,000 credits.
All right.
And so yes, you guys have 8,000 credits to do what you wish. We'll get to ship expenses in a second. But yeah, and speaking,
I have 8,000 credits to go with, which is going
Yeah.
into the ship first.
Yeah.
but yeah. So speaking of supplies, I know this is an obvious question, but I should ask it anyway. Do all of you have suits?
No.
Yeah, very fine suit.
Like,
I believe I have a suit, but I don't know what the cost would be.
well, it's like, well, when this conversation is over, we'll get to that part.
All right.
But yeah, so you don't have a suit.
I need
Captain.
one more level.
Captain, do you have a suit?
What's the cost of the suit?
Well, they vary. A good suit like that you could actually
Like starting
slide-
gold that we started with was
Yeah.
like 60 to 80 max in a
Yeah.
sense.
But yeah, like a good spacesuit that you could actually fight out in space with can run upward to 1,000, maybe even more credits. Like a cheap suit just for walking around would probably be like 100, maybe 150, depending on if you want to add anything to it.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 5 suits. which are specifically, you said the basic ones are 100?
Yeah, basic ones are 100. If you want to add any modifications to it, that push up the cost.
Okay, so about 500 current credit cost
Yep,
for that, which
yep,
means
and
that's what we'll be using that
yep.
currently.
And it will also cost you 500 credits to refuel your ship.
All right.
Okay. And thankfully, you guys did not take any damage in the last fight. Otherwise, the cost of repairs here would, I'd say, be roughly 75 credits per point of HP lost.
Well, on the other hand, how many people have mending?
That doesn't work as well as you think on a spaceship.
Mending. 5 foot square. It'll just take time.
But
I'm pretty sure it's a 1 foot square, bud.
It'll take a lot of time.
Okay.
All right, so overall, that's 1,000 right there.
But yeah, that's 1,000 for the ship. You guys have 7,000 credits to spend as you wish. However, just before this conversation, actually, no, before that happens, this is like,
yeah.
so. It's like, so it's like, Actuary. After business has concluded, she returns her attention back over to you. It's just like, so it's like, so do I have to work to convince you to perhaps have a drink with just the two of us? Not far, just over there, still in view of your friends.
In the back of Actuary's head, he's just like, fuck, this chick is desperate.
You know, at the same time, like, Jerkaul is going to be talking with Ajisai. Ajisai, sorry.
Ajisai.
Ajisai, sorry. I don't know why I said Ajisai. But, yeah, about specific points of credit cost for fuel, this one, suggestions for the rations, all the other stuff that he's going to be basically purchasing purely for the ship.
But yeah, like, I am gonna call for a break in a second. But before that happens, Actuary, do you go with her?
You want to get roofied?
In your head, Actuary, you hear Ellie says, I was going to tell you to take one for the team, but she's missing some marbles from her marble bag.
Actuary. Actuary. How well do you know Kath? How well does Ellie know Kath, Temme?
It is my third language.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So Actuary looks at you, then looks back at her, looks at Ellie and goes, and says in Kath approximately, I know, but I got a sneaking suspicion that a bunch of those marbles are related to one of my favorite subjects, subjects that the gods have blessed us with. Daddy issues.
Right. Yes, my son?
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Kath.
Oh, yeah, she does. So you just heard, and then just so Actuary goes, nah. Actuary goes, you know the Ellie. Actuary goes, it's for the team. Actuary gets up.
So you do go with her.
Your choice.
Well, no, he will get up because if he could sweeten the deal somehow, kind of like.
I already robbed her.
No, I know. Actuary's going to see if he can get her to buy him a spacesuit.
Oh, there you go.
As you get up,
a good one.
Ellie grabs her coat and says, I need a report afterwards.
Yeah. All right. So
yeah.
Actuary.
And Ellie forgot to not just say it in your mind, she said it in everyone's mind.
Wait, everyone's mind. Does that include Yenna?
No. I don't like her.
Friend minds.
Okay. So, as Actuary gets up with Yenna, who purposefully sways her hips with every step she takes, and as Ellie follows them secretly, we'll get to a roll for that in a second, and the rest of the party discusses this job. We are going to take a bathroom break.
Aye.
All right. All right. So here's what's going to happen next. We're gonna wrap up what happens here in the bar really quickly, and then I'm gonna turn the rest of the session over to you guys, and you guys basically have a day while the Just Good Enough gets refueled and resupplied to plan what you guys want or want to do for this next mission. Like if there's anything you guys think you need, or if there's anything you guys want to do on this pirate space station, we can take care of that. Now, which group wants to get started first? We have Jerkaul and Ajisai, and I guess with Dragula hanging around them, or do we want to do Actuary and Ellie's group first?
Correction. Ellie's with the captain and the rest of the crew.
Okay,
I would hope so.
Okay,
Staring outside the room.
All right, so okay, so then how about this? We'll do the rest of the party first because there's more of them, and then Zach, we'll get to you.
That's told. No, I demand 3 hours of. No, I'm kidding.
All right,
3 hours of talking.
All right, but again, we're just gonna wrap up. We're gonna wrap up what's going on in the bar first, and then we'll go outside, and then everyone can have their own moment. So what are the lot of you guys doing after Yana has walked away with Actuary?
Very surprising, right there.
This should be a good report.
It'd be interesting the fact that said nothing about what happened here. Still trying to prove. Basically, he said that's interesting that she said nothing about what happened here.
Well, made her friendly, and then we stuck what she wanted in her face. So
yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, so be like, all right. So overall, from what we be needing is we now have the credits and such for fuel directly, spacesuits, 100 credits each for basic models. Unless you want to spring for a 4 combat focused one right there in space, depending on your style, right there. I'd be more of a fighting at ranged individual.
Oh, I mean, even if I do intend to grab one of those hand axes or two from the shop we passed for a bigger ranged option, kind of most to the huge ass sword in his back. I kind of up close and personal, so I may have to use a good chunk of my cut of the money beforehand to get a more durable suit.
Oh yes, we can use that directly. There's also an item or so I'd be looking into specifically to see what cost be and availability before then as well.
I will say just for flavor and to explain my world a little bit more, a basic spacesuit is more or less what you guys imagine a spacesuit to be like. Like an advanced suit that's like worth at least 1,000 credits is kind of similar to Mjolnir armor. It's almost like a second skin that goes that touches you and is like
armor?
very durable. Yeah, like Mjolnir armor from Halo.
No, is it an armor? Does it give you a bonus to AC? Do you require like training to wield this versus a standard spacesuit?
No. What it does though is it lets you use your outside AC and armor in space.
All right.
So yeah, like regular spacesuits, like if you take 1 to 2 hits of those, you have to like retreat and patch the suit. Whereas if you get the combat spacesuit, you can your HP can fall to 0 and you would still essentially be fine.
Okay, good to know because I'm a barbarian, so I have unarmored defense. So
yeah,
but
so definitely one for Dragula.
Yeah. All right, and he's a Tyran, so whether or not they have one suitable for him, you'd have to roll for, but it's not impossible, especially on a pirate station with the regular market.
Directly at the point, Jerkaul is going to try to get a ring of mind shielding if that's available.
Okay. That's another thing you're going to have to go look for.
Yeah, because that's incredibly helpful.
1 combat spacesuit for Dragula, 1 ring of mind shielding. Is there anything else that you guys want?
Rations. Anything else specifically needed?
All right.
Like I said,
To get rations.
Drago wants like 1 to 2 hand axes because it's ranged option.
Okay, sure.
I'm writing this down here.
All right.
So that would be 4 basic space suits, which are 100 credits. Fuel was 500 credits, and that's enough fuel to get there and get back to where we can actually sell the salvage, right?
So yeah, the way fuel works is that, again, you have a number of points you can jump, but you can only jump 3 times before you have to refuel again. The good news is that I'm not going to strand you guys out in space. Pretty much anywhere you guys can land, there is a refueling station, but how much fuel costs depends on where you are.
Yep.
Don't worry. I will say though, the cost for fuel is never going to breach 1,000 credits, so you don't need to worry about that. But yeah,
All right.
But yeah, I will say just because I feel like a lot of you guys would know this, just wherever you guys go, keep some credits on you just in case you have to pay any more fees.
Yep. Because so far, with everything, that would be 500 credits probably worth of rations would cover us for a long time for food-wise.
Yeah. And
That's
yeah,
1,000,
again,
2,000, 2,100 so far just for the basic
Uh-huh.
stuff, and then whatever like hand axe would cost.
Yeah, and I will also say, just because a lot of the basic costs for things are comparable to what they are in D&D. So like if you look up the cost for a ration, it says like a single gold piece, it would be a single credit here. What's going to get expensive, however, are parts and mods for your ship and for anything involving outer space.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to look into if there was a better, if we had a way to improve the ship's like sensors.
There are definitely ways to do that. However, those are mods for the ship. That might be a bit more on the expensive
Right.
side. It would probably be a better idea to wait until after this job is over, when you guys have a lot of credits, and then you can see what you can improve there.
Yeah. This is mostly person-based stuff that I imagine we're going to be buying for.
Okay. All right. So now that that stuff is out of the way, Actuary.
Let's get to the fucking.
So
Well, no, if they want to go shopping, they can go, like, you can roleplay that. I'm fine, like, waiting.
well, but yeah. So
Because I'm going to be angling for a spacesuit for free.
all right. Well,
That might take a few minutes.
All right. Let's see if we could pull that off. But yes, Actuary. As you walk, it's like as Yana takes you over to the bar, you notice this person who just walks up to the two of you and puts her 2 front paws on the counter. But yeah, the entrance you just like, hi. I've never seen you here before. Oh, hey, bitch. I mean, Yana, how's it going? It's like everything everything's going in good, Dances. Don't worry about me. Oh, trust me. I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about what everyone else is gonna do. But yes, what's your poison? We got all kinds of poison here from many different worlds.
Write it down in chat.
But yeah, Zach, what kind of alcohol would you prefer?
Bourbon, straight.
It's like, she's like, ah. You watch as the bartender gives you this knowing look, and then she pours you a shot of bourbon. Yeah, Yana asks for something called deep ice, which is a drink you're not familiar with, because I don't think you've been to hell.
Depends on who you ask.
but the actual hell that you can go to in this campaign, not the metaphorical one. But yeah, Yana asked for something called deep ice, which when the bartender pours it, which by the way you noticed for this race, you would have served with them many times. They are a race that's telekinetic. They can move things with their minds. So you watch as she just lifts a bottle from the counter, floats it over, and then just pours it in there. So then both of you have your drinks. She leaves the two of you to serve the next group of customers, and so Yana just puts a leg up, swirls her drink for a minute. It's like, so, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first? I don't mind going first.
You're fishing.
It's like, I see. Oh, I see what kind of game we're playing here. That's fine. So, what's your goal in life?
Actuary takes a sip and goes, "What?
What's your goal? What's your goal in life? It's a pretty simple question."
Actuary goes, "Consider like what's your goal in life?" Ah, yes, that's the first thing you ask somebody. You just,
Well, I mean, it's the first question she asks.
Yeah, but he just kind of goes,
Mm-hmm.
"Not exactly something you ask somebody the first chance you meet. It's very weird."
Well, I suppose the first question most people would ask is your name, but I already got your name, so I'm curious about you.
At this very moment, surviving.
Good answer. It's actually not too different for what my current goal is. How long have you been running with Captain Jerkaul?
Long enough.
I'm gonna have a roll insight on that one. Okay, I'm not gonna ask you to roll anything. She rolled in that one. It's like,
I've played. Actuary's played this game before.
It's like,
he's just like,
all right. It's like, you don't really. It's like, you don't really seem like the type of person who frequents a place like this. Have you been here before?
That's a good question. Have you?
It's like, it's like, I was born here. Technically, I was born in Hoshimitsu space, but I only lived there for about a couple of months before my parents came here, and then, well, shenanigans.
And how long ago would that have been?
Oh, I'd say about 22 Terran Standard years.
Oh.
You do,
and it's at this point in the back of Actuary's head, he starts to feel like a dirty old man.
But yeah, at that she does take a sip and says, "You do know that it is impolite to ask a lady her age." She says that while this is the future and women can look perpetually young regardless of their actual age.
And that's why he asks. Because I don't know if y'all have ever seen Animal House.
Mm-hmm. I have.
Yeah.
He knew what he was getting into.
No, he wasn't. No, he didn't.
He knew exactly what he was getting into.
No, he did not.
All right.
But
Mm-hmm.
So he just kind of goes.
Mm-hmm. What is that? Is that armor that perpetually gives off smoke? Is that an armor
Yes.
that feeds you What good does that do? I mean, do you want to be
Appearance.
do you want to be smoke for Mortal Kombat? Because I feel like that's what that's going to do for you.
Well, you see, it's like a smoking jacket, but it's armor.
Yeah.
I'm getting high on my own supply.
Mm-hmm.
You want to buy some death sticks?
You don't want
Does anyone want a mask that'll make them perpetually young?
I already got a mask that makes me perpetually evil.
I mean, looking perpetually young with future technology is just a thing, so you don't need that.
I was gonna say,
Buy some down.
you don't want to sell me death sticks. I don't want to sell you death sticks. You want to go home and
Home
kill
and kill
yourself.
Goodness, Obi-Wan.
Shit.
Obi-Wan bin Larry bin Obi or Obi-Wan bin Larry Kenobi.
That is not a name I've heard in many years.
Would you like some lemonade? But he. But no, Actuary. Interesting.
Okay.
Pull him stock out.
No.
First state behavior.
It's like, hey, I may be young, but I've seen a lot of shit. A lot of shit.
Actually, well, that's a good time to test this. You've seen a lot of things, and you want to make a name for yourself. Fair enough. I think it's my turn to ask a question.
Absolutely.
You ever watched a man die?
Oh yes, I've killed men. Though I imagine you rolling with Jerkaul, you must have too.
Perhaps.
Seeing men die is, well, that's just Tuesday here. So I have a question now. That's a pretty interesting piece you're carrying. Never seen one like it. What kind is it? She's talking about your gun.
I know.
Okay, good.
I'm really aware when somebody says peace.
Okay.
No, they're talking about the cock in your pants.
Yeah, she very well could have been.
Wept.
Yeah, she could have been. But
We've met her for 5 minutes, and
Jesus H. Christ.
I would
To be
expect
fair-
this.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like, she's giving me no indication that she wouldn't be
I
straight
know.
after the prize.
Her conversation was penis enlargement.
which is a thing you can find on this world in this setting.
Hell the fuck no.
I
It's called
know.
a pump. There you go.
That's not mine.
Actually, have you
That's
ever?
not mine?
Hey, Mike, have you ever done that particular side quest in Cyberpunk 2077?
Yeah, his dick's on fire.
yeah, that's what it is.
Why did you get that upgrade? You've heard the warnings. I know!
I was bored! Oh, no, Actuary just kind of goes, what kind of piece of... It's a gun.
It's like, I can see that. What kind of gun is it? Actually, you know what? That's probably too forward. How about this? I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Good lord.
Yeah,
Actuary goes, look, sweetheart, we barely know each other. I don't think it's proper to be in a public place whipping our pieces out comparing size, because I guarantee you mine's bigger.
Okay. Oh. Well then I have to ask. What does a gentleman like you consider appropriate? Like how should this conversation be going?
Actuary kind of goes, yeah. Doing this after Buster Keaton is dead, they can fuck off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Actuary's gonna roll insight on her.
Go right ahead.
Watch me blow this out of them. Watch me fail this. In dramatic fashion. Holy shit!
What'd you roll?
That's a nat 1.
That's a nat 20.
First one.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave.
So
I'm gonna leave some of it down here.
all right. So you
I'm gonna leave.
you
I'm gonna leave. I'm
she
gonna take
already
some up and then come back
she
for
already
more because I don't want
she
to carry
already
the whole
told you
thing.
guys
I don't want.
she already told you guys straight up when you guys met her that she has a perverted mind. But you've done this song and dance enough
The
times
girls
with
want
I
any they
mentioned
can.
that
The
I
girls
mentioned
want
a few
any they
different types
can.
of women, so you
If anyone
know.
else wants any, they can.
Yeah.
She's poking you. She's
Right.
just she's saying things to get your reaction and get a rise out of you. There is, however, no malicious intent behind this because, as you can clearly see, just from the look in her eyes that actually do gleam like gemstones. That's literal. She is hungry. She is very hungry.
Get that bitch a sandwich.
She's
Where
just,
opening this thing?
I have an idea.
Right in the worst possible place.
Oh, and what is your idea?
Seeing as how
Thank you,
you
babe.
want to be, seeing as how you want to be working with us,
If the girls want any, or anyone wants any, they can.
then that means I think a little trial by fire is in order.
Anyone wants any, they can. I
Ooh,
will come
what
back for
kind of-
more, but
Ooh, what kind of fire?
We need supplies,
Mhm.
is my G flat.
and I guarantee you right now, my colleagues are out there gathering up supplies.
Mhm.
And right now, I'm here sitting with you,
Mhm.
not helping. So, it is my understanding that you want something from me, something very specific. And I know what you want. However, I think it's fair to poke. You're trying to get a rise out of me. I know this to be true. You're not the first nor the last.
Oh,
We'll
I
play
can
this.
tell. Oh, I can tell.
That being said, you're trying to get a rise out of me. And, honey, I think it's time I go shopping. And Actuary takes his shot of bourbon, shotguns it, puts it down, looks at her, and goes, "Now, you can either come help me and my crew get supplies, or we can sit here and pussyfoot around the bush until we're blue in the face." Because an Actuary is going to lean in close to her ear,
Uh-huh.
and he is going to say, "I know what you want. I know what you need. And I can give you everything you want and more. But you see, there's something I need as well."
I
No,
I knew that I knew there was a reason. All right. She leans back and starts talking in a normal Indo speaking voice and is like, "Okay, you you make you make a very compelling argument." And you can tell when she says compelling, she's not talking about your argument. But so, before we do this though, I I have one last question for you. And this is how my conversations like this usually go. If I if I was to handcuff your arms and legs to a bed, strip you naked, and then ride you until one or both of us passes out, would you be screaming my name by the end of it, or would I be screaming yours?
He, at this point, neither, because that ain't happening.
Oh, it's under lock and key then. That's fine. I know how to pick locks. But you have said you have named your price, and if that's what I have to pay for it, you watch as she shotguns her own drink, which she then shakes off and is like, I say we about get going. And it's as she says those words, and it's as you guys finish this conversation, that the music suddenly dies down, and the band speaks up. Is like, all right, that's it for us. Next up, tonight's headliner, symmetric in design. You guys want to stick around for the headliner, or you guys want to just get going?
Actuary is going to lean in close. Actually, I'm going to do one thing, but as the Actuary goes, come on.
What?
Actuary goes, no.
Yeah, I'm right.
I goes, no. And as he leaves, so once we get outside, I will name my price to her.
All right.
On top of that, as soon as we get outside, once we're out of the public space, I would like to roll sleight of hand.
Oh boy!
Very well then. So
control yourself.
So you guys want to stick around for the headliner and give me an excuse to show off one more song, or do you guys just want to?
No, I'm not.
Get the hell out of here.
Get the hell out.
All right. So now that we have finished our excursion to the last stop, I'm going to turn the session to all of you guys on an individual level. So if there is anything any of you guys want, or if there's anything you guys want to do on this pirate station before you head out, now's the time. Who wants to go first?
Well, I imagine we're all staying together because I warned everyone to stay together, buddy system.
Okay,
because you wander off in a pirate station, you're dead.
Okay. All right.
So I might as well have a sign that says "Kidnap me."
Yeah, and I'm bringing her with because I'm about to name my price.
Okay. So where? Okay. So other than the suits and the fuel, which is pretty basic, what do you guys want to see if you can acquire first?
Fuel, rations, spacesuits, or the ones that I have, which is basically 2,000 credits already used, and we had
before you buy the suits, Mike. That's what I'm trying to angle for. I'm trying to get us all suits on her dime.
Oh,
I'm about to. About to. That's why I said once we get outside the public.
Suits. Yeah, trying to get armored suits for everyone.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try and angle. Actually, because here's the thing, I'm trying to angle it, but I got cut off.
Sorry.
So no, not by you. By the global, but so basically, actually, to finish my conversation with her, John.
Yes, we'll say this as you're walking out.
So here's the thing: you're supplying this mission. I think it's only fair, and if I need to roll persuasion for this, let me know. I think it's only fair that you cover the spacesuits. I mean, this is your expedition. You said even yourself it's a dangerous place out there. Therefore, I think it's only as the expedition founder, you should help us provide us with protection. I mean, after all, you seem to be extremely interested in my assets in particular. And wouldn't it be a shame if my assets were damaged?
Roll me that persuasion check.
Of course, the one thing I only have a +1 in.
What?
Luck be a lady. Well, then I'm
he's too far away. I can't guide you.
Luck be a lady tonight.
But if you guys are all together, you could absolutely cast guidance on him.
Oh, I could guide him then, maybe.
Yeah.
Praise be the leader! Praise be Lita Ford! Praise be Lita Ford!
Add a D4, I guess.
Yeah. No!
Me too.
I rolled the Lita dice! Nat fucking 20!
Plus.
Nice.
Plus. Let's roll a D4.
Because maybe you could get a 25.
23!
Well, you got a
24! 24! That's a fucking 24!
Okay.
Nat 20 plus 4.
He's like, just like, you watch as she actually takes a step closer to you, all of you together, so all of you see this, and she's just like, five spacesuits is your cost?
Armored spacesuits.
Oh, you
Trained.
oh you dri-
No.
oh you drive a very hard bargain. Tell you what. As as I do as I am not made of credits, I'll tell you what I can do. I I will I am willing to provide for you and for someone else 2 armored spacesuits because that's what I can afford right now. And when we get back from this job, I will I will absolutely buy the rest of you armored spacesuits.
Got it. And then Actuary goes, got it. Walks over to Dragula and basically tries to do the fucking like. Of course, rather than instead of Actuary tries to put his arm around when you put the arm around somebody's shoulders like my friend here. Actuary just kind of goes to do that, but then he just kind of slaps him on the arm. All right, my friend here needs one.
All right, so okay, so
And
you go ahead.
And the last thing I want to do, we'll get to that in a sec, but the last thing I want to do is a sleight of hand thing.
Well then, yeah, I didn't forget. Roll that.
Right.
Roll for sleight of hand.
He says that, and then he walks back over to her, and then he says in Nakiri, because she probably doesn't understand Kath.
No, she doesn't. She probably doesn't. Let me check her character sheet.
But
I mean, you can go ahead and say it. I just need to check to see if she understands it. Okay, now
Why
I know
is
the
she
answer to that.
speaking Russian randomly? It's all weird.
Yeah,
that's weird. But I'm gonna roll that sleight of hand. Because Actuary is basically when he walks back over to her, he's going to trace his hand, sleight of hand his hand down her back, and basically kind of give her a, basically give her a playful tap, sleight of hand in it.
Do you get between the wings? Because angels love that.
Of course. He's not an idiot. Actuary's not an idiot. He just angled for fucking free suits for all of us.
All right.
But sleight of handing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a hot and spicy 15 sleight of hand.
Let me check her passive perception. Okay. Where is it?
Here, I'm gonna write in chat what I have written down so far.
Okay. For some reason, I did not write this character's passive perception down, so I'll just roll for it. Okay. What do you do?
One item.
What are you doing? Because you didn't need to roll a sleight of hand check for just this. What are you doing?
Oh no! All he did, basically, what he did was he basically walked over to her, basically sleight of handed his hand across her back, between her wings, down her back, and then basically, copped the feel.
Oh. Okay.
And then said in Nakiri, in Kath, good girl.
She did not. You have no idea whether or not she understood that, but all right. So here's what happens. So Mike, you only need to take away 500 for expensive for the fuel of the ship because Actuary convinced her to buy all the suits for you.
Ah, well, there we go.
So
3 basic spacesuits.
Okay,
500. 1,000 for the rations because I'll buy 500 worth, and these will last for a long fucking time.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, you're spending at least 500 for rations.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you guys. So let's see. Decanter of water.
These are my ideas, but it's up to you guys if you want anything different added. These are me seeing things of what you suggested or not, and this is depending on what we can find. With the credits we have, we can probably buy at least 1 item per person. These are the list of items I saw. I didn't know what Zach needs because he's a homie.
Braces of archery would work, I think, because it's
gives you a +1 to hit and +1 damage.
Yeah, that's
+2, I mean.
Yeah, +2 bonus damage. Plus, since it's for a longbow and shortbow, I think it worked great because there's a range. I'm a ranged build, so yeah. Cloak protection. Yeah, cloak of protection. I have an AC of 16 right now, so I'm kind of.
That would also raise your saving throws by +1 too.
So if we can get a swing for either of those.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that my armor will cancel out my unarmored defense because.
Oh, sorry. What's your unarmored defense at?
That's. Wait. 15.
Oh yeah, then we will hold off on that till we can get you. Because if eventually we can get you like better armor, because what's your dex?
My dex.
+2 at least.
Yeah, my dex is +2.
Oh, because like what we could literally do in the future is get you like the best medium armor you could get, like half plate. Make it a +2, which would raise your AC past unarmored, and then you wear adamantine and you can't ever be crit.
The only problem I
It
have with
cancels out
that,
crits.
the only problem I as the DM have with this is that you guys can't get adamantine armor because there's a story reason for that. It's you got to earn that later.
Damn, there goes my adamantine weapon.
And
Oh wow, damn.
and
well,
and now no winged boots. We're like, I don't know. Would Dragula ever need to be flying?
I mean, you're going to be in space. You're going to be flying regardless of whether or not you want to.
like you want to fly around and catch up to people. If not, then we could just get hand axe and a +1 weapon.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, so Yana is going to be getting the spacesuits for you guys. So let me roll for that for her. Oh, she actually. Oh wow, she actually rolled very well for Dragula. So surprise, surprise, she actually was able to find an armored spacesuit that fits you. And yeah, Actuary was easier, so that's that. And regular spacesuits are okay. Mike, you said you specifically wanted a ring of mind shielding.
It's either of the 3 items. I'd prefer, honestly, out of the 3, the Stone of Good Luck is the best because it gives me a +1 to everything.
Okay.
Rod of the Pact Keeper, Mind Shielding's just a story reason of why every good Hadozee doesn't want anyone in their mind.
All right, so the way I'm gonna do this is it's gonna be similar to Zach's campaign. So you guys are gonna go into the open market or basically all the shops around this place, and you have to roll for luck to see if you can find what you're looking for. So who wants to go first?
I can go first, I guess.
Okay. So roll me a luck check for whatever order you want. So let's call this the Stone of Good Luck.
That is a 13.
Okay. Okay. Let me check the rarity of that.
It is, I believe, uncommon or common. All the items that I listed were uncommon to common, which should be affordable.
Okay.
Rare and higher, we cannot afford that yet.
Okay. Now, I will tell you this because you are a privateer and you have been here before. Always haggle prices. These are pirates.
Oh, well, yeah.
They're going to try to rip you off.
That's about 5 million credits. It's a very nice pound.
This is like so. All right. So you go wandering around the regular market, and you actually so. The regular market is like kind of like this big open air market, which is kind of weird because this place is kind of already a mall anyway. But yeah, like there's a bunch of different people showing off a bunch of different shops, some of which are a bit weird. Some you guys actually walk past someone who's selling TVs, and on that TV is just straight up porn, and not the good kind of porn either. It's like the person is very unwilling, but you do see somebody buy that tape.
Epstein porn. Goddamn.
Welcome to pirate space.
This used to be much more of a classy place.
But yes, Mike, you do find a place that is selling miscellaneous magic items, and you do find a stone of good luck, which I believe comes in +1, +2, or +3.
No, it is a uncommon item. It gives you a +1 to all ability checks and saving throws.
Okay, but yeah, you do find a stone of good luck for the cost of 1,500 credits.
Okay. What about the Rod of the Pact Keeper?
That requires another luck. That requires another luck roll.
I'll do another luck roll.
Yeah, it's going to be a luck roll for each of these. This is the black market. Whether or not they have 14. Something is entirely. They actually do have that. Let me see what that does.
I think I may have found a decent combination of 2 magic items: a alchemy jug and the amulet of the drunkard. Because an alchemy jug can make 4 gallons of beer, so that's like having 32 potions.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
Okay, so I'll say this early in the game, you do find a Rod of the Pact Keeper +1 for 2,000 credits, and that's going to be one more luck roll for the Ring of Mind Shielding.
Actually, I'll just hold off on the mind shielding right there. Okay,
Okay.
that's me, but I don't want to spend all the money myself. So everyone else
Captain.
do that
Well-
in the ways.
Well, I mean, again, these are pirate costs. They're trying to rip you off. So if you want
I
to
know,
talk them
but
down,
yeah, I want to see for what everyone else can get first, and then I'll get myself last.
All right. Let me open up another Word document so I could write down.
I
What
will be
you
there
guys
to
successfully-
assist with haggling with my +7 persuasion.
Okay. Jerkaul. Stone of Good Luck. 1,500. And Broad Pact.
Excuse me.
Reaper. 2,000. Okay. Who wants to go next?
Well, like I said, if
Mhm.
if possible, because I think this could be a combination of the alchemy jug and the amulet of the drunkard. So that way, Dragula could just health potions for himself in the form of beer.
Okay. So you want to find an alchemy jug? Roll for luck for me. And let me look at what the rarity of this thing is so that I can know the price.
Both of these are uncommon.
Oh, they're both
Okay.
uncommon. Oh,
An alchemy
Found
jug
them
is
less than-
uncommon.
That's why I found it.
Okay, yeah, you're correct.
That's a 4 for the alchemy jug.
Yeah, you unfortunately you look around, but you cannot find anything that miraculously produces liquids. Sorry.
you want a bonus?
Okay.
We have an
Yeah.
artificer.
Okay. Can I roll for the other item I wanted of the drunkard?
Absolutely, sure. Like everything you guys want is going to require a separate luck roll for each of them.
Yeah, that's not much better.
Okay, so yeah, unfortunately you don't require that find that either. You actually do find like a store that was selling that, but unfortunately it's already been sold.
That's not even a
Okay, but regardless, this is a plan of the future. Dragula being able to heal himself through alcoholism.
Nice.
It's not even attunement. That's good.
All right. And yeah, Ken, since we're on you, do you still want to go into the hand axe shop?
Yeah.
All right. So making your way back over to Harold's hand axe shop, the hand axe shop that sells only hand axes. You walk in and you see rows upon rows upon rows of different hand axes. Some are big, some are small. There's some that are only like this big. You actually see one that's about the size of Dragula, and you also see on the wall for, I'm gonna say, 25,000 credits, a hand axe that has a 1 in 50 chance of detonating a fireball where it hits.
Well, that price should have been 100%. Well, assuming the axe is indestructible.
It's a one-time use.
But yes, like as you walk in there, you do see the proprietor, which is a shorter human with like this big red braided Viking-esque beard and matching hair, and he's kind of rotund, but his arms are massive. He's got like that powerlifter build. Although you can't tell even though he's behind a desk, he is kind of short. He's even shorter than Ellie. But in front of him is this tall, lanky guy with slick back black hair and glasses, just going like, "Do you have any bullets?" Silence. Knives? How about knives? Do you have any rations, per chance? And you watch as he just goes down this list, and the guy behind the counter is just staring at him silently, not answering a single thing he says.
That one guy on the other ship, what I heard once said, until proven otherwise, just assume that everyone agrees.
He's like, I got no idea who you are, but I like you already. All right, okay, I've had enough of your bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. Try your luck in the regular market. Okay, fine. Jeez, you don't have to be rude. He's like, okay, all right. Oh shit, you're a fucking Tyran. Sorry, sorry, mate. It's just been a long time since I haven't seen one of you that hasn't immediately tried to kill me when I saw them.
Very well.
So I'm gonna assume, based on what you said to that guy, that you can read. So, what's here in the market for? We got all kinds of hand axes here. Big hand axes, poisoned hand axes, exploding hand axes, ranged hand axes. We have a hand axe that's attached to a chain that you can pull back to you when you throw it.
I like the sound of that one.
But we've all seen Prey, right? Pretty much that.
I'm not seeing anything that has returning weapons.
All right. And he actually produces for you a hand axe that's unfortunately human sized that has a chain to it that's also attached to a bracelet, and is like, unfortunately, this may be a bit small for a lizard of your stature. However, if you're in the mood to wait a couple of hours, I could produce one that's a bit more your size for a slightly higher price, of course, but it is what it is.
How high a price are we talking?
Well, let's see here. What's the price? Let me check the price of a regular hand axe.
Not much.
15 gold at most.
I don't even think that much.
Yeah, I'm double checking. Mm-hmm.
5 gold.
Yeah. Okay. It's like so. All right. So this year would be 10 credits for the axe and the chain, but for one your size and the cost of materials to make it and the time, I'd say let's call it 20 credits.
I could agree to that.
All right. Come back in like an hour and a half, say, and it will be ready for you.
All right, then Dragula will give him the credits.
All right. Just for the purposes of roleplay, you can go ahead and put it in your inventory. It is a regular hand axe. And it does require a dex check to throw, and it also requires another dexterity check to pull it back to you. That can be done, however, in the same turn.
Right.
Okay. So, but yeah, I'll have to because I remember in the Vox Machina campaign, Grog had an item called the Chain of Returning, which did this. I need to double check what the range of that was. So
probably just the range of the weapon.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Which is like 30 feet.
I have the page open. Let's double check. It says range of 20 feet before it becomes disadvantage.
All right, so it's 20. That 20 feet's not bad.
Okay,
that's still not bad.
All right, so are there any
5 more feet than my shotgun does.
Mm-hmm. Are there?
There you go.
But yeah, while you're here, are there any other hand axes you wish to acquire? Because again, they have all kinds of hand axes. If it's a hand axe, they have it here.
I think I'm good.
Okay then. So moving on from Dragula.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let me roll for you, Jayson.
We got. Yep.
Yeah. So
get those gloves.
Yeah. So
I'm looking at those nice gloves.
Okay.
Grappling hooks are nice. Gloves of thievery are a broke thing. +5 to sleight of hand checks.
Oh, unless I get luck is just a roll, right?
Yeah, luck is just a straight roll.
3.
Damn.
Unfortunately, you do not find any. Actually, you know what? Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Guidance. Add a D4.
Yeah, you can. Yeah,
Jerkaul's literally with every single one of you. We are not leaving the buddy system.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Dragula has a name for his new hand axe, because Dragula has the gimmick of he names his weapons after music genres. This one shall be grunge.
There you go. Nice.
24.
You cannot find any gloves of thievery in any of the shops you find. However, you do find gloves of thievery on the hands of somebody who is hanging on to Actuary.
Uh-huh.
What I'm saying is that you can get them. You just might need to be clever about it.
Robber, killer, jettison her out of the airlock after we're done. There we go.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Ask
So.
Actuary to.
Oh, here's how Ajisai handles this. She's like, ah, damn it. And she goes, and she notices and she goes, what was her name again?
Yana. I'll spell it out for you.
Yeah,
Yana.
your exit, buddy.
Yana, I love those gloves.
These sweet. Oh, these sweet. I got them off of another pirate who tried to kill me.
No way.
Yeah.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah. I shot him right in the face with this, and then actually, Mike, this is a specific reference for you.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's dangerous, Adrian, but I gotta get those gloves.
But
he smiles. He just goes.
But yeah, Mike. You watch as she pulls out one of her pistols, and it is gold. It is gold plated, but it looks like this.
That's the Thorn.
Yes.
That's a problem. So she's already a dredging. Digging the grave for her.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, she pulls that out and shows it to you.
Mm-hmm.
She got with like a kind of a quick glance to Actuary and back to her. She's like, I would just love to get my hands on gloves like those. Get my hands in gloves like those. You know what I mean?
It's like, oh, I take it that you also have a proclivity for sticky fingers.
More like I like to get into places.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't like things getting in the way of that.
Yeah, Yana then actually puts a hand on your shoulder and is like, you and I are gonna get along so well. We'll be just like
well. As she's looking at the glow on her shoulder.
All right, we'll be just like sisters. We'll be just like Thelma and Louise, except that won't end nearly as badly. All right.
Okay.
But, so yeah,
as soon as like she's like, oh yeah, as soon as she like passes it, I just like goes.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, is there anything else you wanted to roll for?
Well, might as well go for the grappling hooks.
Okay. Actually, if it's just a regular grappling hook, you don't need to roll for that. You just needed to roll for like magic items. But yeah, you can.
Well, I roll a 19 anyway, so bleh.
Goddamn.
But
there.
But yeah.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, you find a grapple hook. You actually find you find a couple of different ones. Like I'm gonna assume you want like a Batman style grapple hook where it's like a gun.
Be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Just fine. She kind of wants a bundle so that the crew can have it, so that if we need to get down somewhere, get up somewhere, get across somewhere.
But
because we're space pirates, so we're gonna be swinging from ship to ship, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let me check what the cost of a grappling hook is.
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
Yeah, but this is the future. There are going to be many different kinds. I need a base. Okay, so
to be fair, I can also make grappling hooks.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jayson, you got a couple of options.
Really?
You have a regular grappling hook, which is basically just a rope or a chain that you throw, kind of just like in a basic fantasy setting. There's also a grapple hook that will cost you 2 credits. A grapple hook gun, like Batman has, I'll say that'll cost you 10 credits. Or if you want like the Master Chief grapple hook, where it's like attached to his arm, that will cost you 10 credits each.
Did Ellie say out loud that she could make one?
No.
Okay. When you say like Master Chief,
like in Halo Infinite,
does that include the? I know, but does that include the that you can add to it?
I don't know about that, so I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, there's an upgrade where you can shot there's an upgrade to it where it like shocks the guy that you took.
Oh, I'm gonna say that you can buy that. However, that's a mod, so that might cost you a bit extra.
Yeah.
Especially since
I'll go
that's a weapon, so that might be a bit more pricey than just the grapple hook itself.
What? No, it's for exploration and study. Oh no, she'll go for the wrist mounted.
For you, or you want to get them for the party?
How much is the wrist mounted again?
10 credits.
Good lord, just one.
Okay.
Are you sure? How much is it? It's 10 credits, right?
Yeah, 10 credits for a wrist mounted grapple hook.
Fine, we're getting 50. We're getting 50 credits.
Yeah, 50.
I'm track of the cost here.
Okay.
Yes,
We're
Captain.
fine.
All right. Yana actually already
Still
has
new to
one.
this.
Yana
Still
actually
do this
already
whole
has
crew
one.
thing.
So.
Oh, yeah.
All
Be
right.
like, I would like to pay. No. That was like with Dragula. He's like, I'd like to pay. No.
Okay, so. Okay,
And then
so
Jerkaul
you
just
got
walks up
that.
to the thing with a bunch of cash and goes,
It's like, wait a minute. Why does the captain get 2 times the credits everyone else does? Same with the quartermaster. Well, quartermaster buys these, captain buys everything else.
All right. So, is there anything else that you might want that you might have to roll for?
Any other magic items that you want?
probably, but
Do you want, like, a luck stone? Do you want, like,
You already found a place that's selling a stone of good luck.
yeah. Do you want, like, a cloak of elven kind that makes you harder to see with stealth checks?
I saw that. I guess that'd be a good thing to grab.
Roll for luck to see if
Couldn't
somewhere
find
has
it.
that.
I believe that is also on. Yeah, that is uncommon with attunement. Basically, you put it up, and you have advantage on stealth checks to hide, and people have disadvantage to see you.
Oh, that's a 14.
14. You know what? I'm gonna.
So
That's on the cost. That's on the cusp. I'm gonna roll myself. Okay. You know what? You actually got lucky. However, because of specifically where you are and what this does, you find what will be called in universe a cloak of devil kind, and it is currently running at 4,500 credits, down from 5,000. Remember, everywhere is trying to rip you off.
Damn me a sec here.
All right. So
4,000 credits right there. Oof, this be extremely high right there.
Just
for simply what would be labeled in a list of 5, going from common to legendary and artifact items.
It's like, hey.
Well, if we're going on a ship, maybe it's just best to use our own money on that later.
Hey, matey, we're all pirates and privateers here. This is what we do. This thing helps us with what we do. So there are people there. He doesn't say this part out loud, but stupid people who are willing to pay for this if you're not.
Are you sure you'd be getting any business then? Spread around the word that this shop tries to rip off people to make the great captain, Silverhand Ripley, less money. Because of high price.
Are you trying to persuade or intimidate?
Yes.
With that?
Either. I got a 7 in both.
Your choice. Roll it.
I will roll intimidate.
Okay.
I'm gonna guide myself too. So that, geez, that's really good. 25. Actually, persuasion. He intimidates more of the Jackal thing, so he'll persuade.
So, actually, you know what? Yenna's actually going to help you out with this. So when invoking the name of her cousin, she's actually gonna lean in next to you and just be like, "It's like don't think he's bluffing either. Don't think that Silverhand won't hear about this." And seeing her,
it's not even worth 1,000.
I was just gonna say
more like a 300.
Seeing that and hearing that, just be like, I'll be willing to part with it for 1,000.
That should be applicable right there. There we go. Now you have a cloak of elven kind.
All right.
Thank you, Captain.
5,000 gold piece. 5,030 gold pieces left.
All right. So, Temme, odds or evens?
Odds always.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Unfortunately, the die landed on evens. So, Actuary, is there anything else you would like to roll for?
You want the bracers, right?
Yeah. Do you want like those bracers? Is there anything else you want for yourself? You already got Yana to buy you the suits.
No, I know. No. I didn't realize it was my turn. So
Yeah, it's okay.
yes, I would actually like to try and acquire those bracers.
Roll it for me.
3.
Unfortunately, you do not find any bracers of let's just call it marksmanship, because I remember that's what it was called in Baldur's Gate 3.
Well, in that case, I'll try the cloak.
All right, roll for it.
16.
Well,
Okay, you actually do find someone selling a +1 cloak of protection. That is currently valued at currently valued at 1,250 credits.
we need to go lower right here. We need to go lower.
Actuary just kind of looks at the price and he goes, "That really the price you're charging for that?"
You don't like. Then he sees Jerkaul sliding.
Then Jerkaul just glides over right there because I'm Hadozee and I can glide.
Yeah.
I imagine when Jerkaul glides over, he makes the Jetsons. Yeah.
Basically, right there.
All right. So Jerkaul, if you want to talk the price down, what do you say? And what are you suggesting to bring it to?
1,000. Yeah, or 1,000 for just a simple cloak of protection? That'd be kind of just an uncommon. Seems way too high. What say we lower that price significantly right down there to the top end of what these items should be? That way you still be making a profit of 500 credits as I roll persuasion.
Roll it.
All right. It should be. Oh, that's still really good. That is a 21.
That was enough. And he actually, without argument, he's just like, okay, like, all right, sure. So
All right,
you got your cloak of protection.
+1 to AC, +1 to saving throws, and +1 to death saving throws, which also makes it good.
Yeah, and just for flavor, for those of you buying cloaks, and since this is the future, if you want them, they can be legit cloaks, or they could be cool jackets.
Well, that's when you buy the cloak of billowing, because then as a bonus action, you have it just go and behind you like this.
So that's +1
saving throws, AC, and technically death saving throws, because those are saving throws. So your AC goes up by 1 and your saving throws. Every single one goes up by 1.
Bitchin'.
So now we have Steven left, and then myself after him.
All right, Temme, what do you want?
Dun, dun.
So Ellie goes up to Jerkaul, kind of like, or a little bit taller. Like she pulls on your cloak, and then basically hands you the tablet, and in the tablet, on the tablet, it basically has like a short list of like things they want, like scale mail armor, a bag, surgeon tools, and then the proof of the necklace of proof of detection location, robe of useful items, and a spell refueling ring, and sending stones.
Well, you better start rolling on this, Temme.
Yeah, you better start.
I will, though. I will. I'm just like showing like what she wants.
All right. So
let's focus on one. We're so far. I've so far been trying to get everyone at least one thing specifically right there. I'll be only going for one thing myself. I'd really love 3. Only want 1.
Yeah. Wait till
I get the mundane stuff.
Yeah. Wait till you guys get more money, then you can.
What's the mundane stuff?
Yeah.
The armor, a bag, and the tools.
Depends on the cost of those.
The armor is 50.
So it is just regular armor.
Scale mail armor.
Yeah. You can just buy that for 50. If it's non-magical, nobody's going to hassle you over the price. Like they may be
bag
pirates,
and then surgeon's tools.
Okay. Question about the surgeon tools. Do you want fresh surgeon tools, or do you want surgeon tools that have gone around? The ones that have gone around might be cheaper, but they're not as clean.
I can clean them. That's not a problem.
So yeah, I'll say a used kit of surgeon tools will be half the price of whatever they are.
So that is a 19 for the robe of useful items.
Okay. So let me check what that actually does.
A lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Robe of useful items. Oh. So this actually has quite a few things that are in it. So I'm gonna say for this, it kind of counts as a pack. So I'm gonna say this is they're gonna be asking for 500 credits for this. However, that is also kind of a ripoff because most of these things, when combined together, do not cost 500 credits. So yeah, Jerkaul, you're up. If you want to talk the price down for this one.
Yes.
All right. What do you say, and what are you talking it down to?
I don't know. And this is for the surgeon tools and such right there that are used.
The surgeon tools were no problem. This is for the robe of useful items.
Well, useful items right there. And this is 300?
They're asking for 5, but you can talk it down.
What level is this? Like common or uncommon?
Uncommon.
Ugh. Simple
Actually,
roll
not.
right there. What?
It's not actually that far off, but yeah.
Alright. Simple robe right there. Sure, you can't be lowering it down to 400 right there to make sure you can sell this inventory. Get it out of stock. Get those credits directly in your pockets right there rather than be sitting on this.
Roll it.
Jesus Christ, your call. It's a 27.
Is it like he is like, okay, 400, fine, if that's what you're willing to part with for it.
Sure.
All right, so you have your robe of useful items. What else do you want?
Sending stones would probably be a good idea for the group.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you guys this. You guys don't actually need sending stones because I imagine comm devices are stupidly common. So yeah, you guys can talk to each other from distances, even when you're in
Yay.
different sections of the SIP. So yeah, you don't need that. Now,
And I don't actually realize I need that.
Where it gets complicated as far as comms go are sending messages between planets or like between the sections of space. So like that's where the real cost comes in. But like basic comm devices, you guys all have those. You don't need to worry about that.
Wait a minute. Oh. I have an idea of something.
But yeah, is there anything else you might want, Temme?
Spell refueling ring if possible.
Roll it.
Big spender.
16.
You find one. However, their asking cost for that is also 5,000.
I have 4,000.
Because yeah, that sounds like an incredibly useful item. So yeah, they're gonna overcharge that. All right then. Anything else, or Mike? Do you want to get one of those two things you found for Jerkaul?
I'm also gonna look for another thing, but what's that?
No, so go for it. The spell refueling thing would be nice, but it's not gonna make or break it. I got the things I wanted.
Dragula, what's your strength at?
He has a strength
of what?
20.
Oh, okay, you're fine. The only other thing that I thought of that I'm like, ogre power could be great. Dragula over here, I'm already strong.
Dragula could probably pick each of you.
I my armor in.
Dragula could probably pick each of you up by the head with one hand and then just go like.
I mean, ogre power gauntlets I feel would be good for Barbarian if it was like before.
Yeah, if your strength,
out the stats.
Yeah, if your strength was below a 19, then I would have suggested those, but you don't need those currently right there. Let me go. Then I will. Let me see. The Stone of Good Luck was 1,500 base.
Yeah.
The Rod of the Packkeeper was 2,000 base right there.
Both of which can be
say 500.
One would give me a spell save and spell attack bonus, and one would give me a +1 to all my skills. Let's go with the Stone of Good Luck, which was 1,500, and I'm going to try to haggle that stone down.
All right. Roll it.
To like significantly lower right there.
All right. That significantly lower is
Jesus.
going to be a higher DC, so roll it.
27.
What
I keep getting like fucking really above 15 with this
is
dice.
is
It's good.
Jerkaul like an
Guidance,
incubus?
guidance.
Yeah,
I have a
is Jerkaul
7
like an
in
incubus?
deception,
Can you just
intimidation, persuasion.
geez, at this stage, the war between the Terrans and the Zoth could be over if they just get Jerkaul at the table to hammer out the peace.
But that's
Why
good
end
for
war?
profits.
War is good for business. Peace is also good for business.
But yes, what are you trying to talk the Stone of Good Luck down to?
Significantly lower. Since it's uncommon, like fucking 300. This is
Alright,
a fucking uncommon item, which is max
It's a
500
rock.
gold. It's a rock.
With the 27 roll, he's willing to part with it for 400.
Fuck, I'll do 400.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, he'll agree to 350. How about that?
But I immediately followed with you saying war being profitable.
I don't want peace.
350.
I want problems always.
Give me a sec. I'm calculating everything. Make sure my math is right. Yep. There we go. 350 for this. Okay, and you're sure Dragula doesn't want anything else?
Like I said, the thing's found for now. Like, yeah.
Okay, just asking right there.
It's like, well, I mean, again, if you guys do this job, you're gonna be in like millions of credits, which sounds like a lot of money, and it is. But remember, ship parts and ship upgrades cost a lot.
Oh, so like I said, after I found them, I'm now dead set on the combination of Alchemy Jerk plus Amulet Good.
Yeah.
Because then you guys don't need to ever spend health potions on Dragula. He could just make him beer, and I mean, I guess he follows on hand. So.
I have 3,730 credits left. Getting those spacesuits really saved a lot of money.
Hey. Yep.
So, actually, with that said, if all the shopping's done, in front of everybody else, you watch as Yana steps in kind of uncomfortably close to Actuary, which, by the way, Actuary, since she is an angel, they are on average taller than humans, so she's not quite your height, but she's pretty close.
Yeah.
But yeah, she steps in close to you and is like, I've met your price. What about mine?
Actuary. Actuary looks back at the team. It's kind of like. Actuary goes, I am a man of my word.
Do not worry, Jerkaul. He is a member of your crew. We do need him too for this job as well. And I will return him safe, soundly, and unmolested, either by other people, not by me.
All right, it's your choice right there. I ain't going to say no. You can't do this right there. Be a crew member, not like an indentured.
Actuary. Actuary walks over to Ellie. And he goes, "Can I borrow your tablet for a second?"
Hands it to you.
I actually was going to say that it probably would not be outside the realm of possibility that Ellie has a function on her tablet that always keeps track of where Actuary is at all times, or at least the location of his phone.
It's Ellie. She probably hasn't chipped, and he's not aware of it. And now that I realize that's fucking horrifying.
But yeah, Temme, right now I'm allowing you to declare it. Do you have Actuary chipped, or do you have a way to track his location wherever he goes?
No, but thank you for reminding me that it needs to happen. I don't have to worry about that when we're on the base.
All right.
So, but Actuary grabs her tablet and he writes a message for Ellie.
Mhm.
If I am not back on the ship by by a certain time, tell Dragula and tell him to come in swinging.
And actually, just to further insight that she can be trusted, Jerkaul, she actually gives you the specific location where she will be taking him. It is a place that's it's a place that it's actually a place that's on this level, but a ways away. It's called the Love Shack. You are familiar with this place? It is a love hotel.
God damn it! They just keep playing the song on repeat every fucking day.
I unironically love that song.
Baby,
Yeah, but if I heard Love Shack for 24 hours straight, I would fucking kill someone.
All the workers are chained to not have guns, so they can't kill them.
See, one dude dumped like 1 million credits into the jukebox. It's just been playing for the past 5 years.
What? Pussycat? Whoa!
I actually, fun fact, when I considered running a Cyberpunk campaign some years ago, I was actually going to have one of the missions be there's a radio DJ that's been taken over by the AI that controls a radio DJ program, went rogue and has basically gone crazy, and so literally it's been running the same fucking lottery game for the last 3 weeks. And it's just been I think it's just been playing the same song every hour on loop. And it literally would call it like people like it's like today's secret password is banana, and they would just start playing the song like it's like playing like ring 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 banana phone for the last 3 weeks straight.
God damn it!
Yeah, and the problem is that this is a popular radio station, and it's been hijacking people's radios.
That's bad.
Well,
that's very bad, actually.
I mean, I know I've experienced this like twice growing up. You guys have experienced like a TV station being like stuck on loop for a few hours.
Oh yeah, that's happened.
I had a fun fact. The reason why I hate Bob Dylan is I had a history teacher put in the greatest hits of Bob Dylan, which it turns out is only 30 minutes long. So I had to hear Bob Dylan repeated for 30 on loop for an hour. Over the course of 3 days.
I remember hearing a radio station, they were doing some kind of contest, and they were like gonna keep playing the same song. I forget what song it was, but it was really annoying. Kept playing the same song over and over and over again, like it'd end, and then it'd start again, and then start again. And at one point, you get the call, and the guy's like, "Please, for the love of God, play a different song." He just goes, "No," and then starts keep playing.
Oh, no. I had a science teacher. We were doing experiments with ice. So she played Ice Ice Baby on loop for 75 minutes.
You know, I was going to jokingly say that because this place is set up like a mall, there is a loudspeaker system that's playing music, but then I realized, you know what? Wait, they're pirates. If that sort of thing happened, they'd probably shoot the DJ. So, no, they don't do that. But yes, so you get... Even with your shopping, you guys still got to wait a couple of hours for your gate creation drive to cool down so that you could jump away. Now, while that's happening, we'll get back to the rest of you. We'll get back to the rest of you guys in a minute. But Actuary, Yenna takes you away from the rest of the group, goes down a few twists and turns until you find this little hovel in the wall called the Love Shack. Of which the rooms they are offering are regular, Nakiri, precursor, Zoth breeding chamber, and and plant nursery. They have to specifically
regular.
Okay. Well, Yenna covers the tab. Now, I have a very important question for you. You said you wanted to roll for this, despite my offering the chance to, because this might happen frequently in this campaign, rolls are not necessary. So, I want you to describe to me exactly how you want to play this, and then I want you to justify what roll you would like to use to pull this off.
You're sick. I did not consent to this. Yeah.
I mean, questionable if he doesn't, because I mean, then that's just Clarence 2.0.
Yeah. Actually, he's thinking like, yeah. So, I'm not going to describe every fucking lurid detail. This is not a solo session.
Oh, no. I don't need you to describe every lurid detail. I just need you to tell me what check you want to use to roll for this. Like, do you want to use charisma? Do you want to use dexterity? Do you want to use persuasion, intimidation, whatever? And then I want you to justify it for me. Like, what roll do you use and how do you justify it?
You ever read the Sword Art Online 0.5 chapter? There you go.
No. You see, here's the thing. We're leaving in like a couple hours, right?
Yeah, so as soon as your gate creation drive cools down, you can leave.
Neat. So I know what we're going to do.
All right. But yeah, I don't need to know every lurid detail. I just need to know what check you're using and how to justify it. Just for humor for me.
Well, you see, for humor for you, as a continuation of the sleight of hand check, Actuary would like to use I would like to use dexterity in sleight of hand, because Actuary's a dex build. He also can be sticky fingered at times.
You really do want to go for the gloves, don't you?
I am going to go for the fucking gloves because Ajisai wanted them, and so Actuary is basically going to use his handiwork to essentially get her so blissed out, he can take the gloves and she'll just be kind of like...
Roll it. Roll it.
Oh, God. Where's the luck? I'm going to get bitten. This is going to bite me in the ass.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to use this die that I have not used since Tempest died. I'm going to use the Tempest die. I'm going to see if I can break the curse that's caused me to only use it once and then never use it again.
Alright. Your funeral. Oh, my funeral, too. Well. Neat.
We're going to get into a shootout in a brothel.
What'd you roll?
Well, with my sleight of hand bonus.
Oh, boy.
That's a 19.
Oh. So, because my game has a diegetic soundtrack, and because you've gotten to this scene, you have unlocked the theme music for this scene.
Jeez.
So what happens is
you
that...
have to describe it.
No. I'm not going to describe it in detail, but you said you wanted to steal the gloves. I'm going to tell you what happens that allows you to do that.
Okay.
So what happens is true to what she said before. She does try to play the dom on you. She does try to be very controlling and pin you to the bed. However, you have had other women try to do this to you before, and you know what to do to you in response. And because you rolled so much better than she did, she lost. She is screaming your name by the end of it. In fact, she is screaming your name so loudly and so well that you're pretty certain people outside hear it, but she doesn't seem to care.
Oi! Shut up! It's here on the wall. Hey! Someone's trying to watch TV!
The music just goes louder, just in your room.
I couldn't afford...
Doctor, give me the news.
Oh, God. Really, that'd be funny if you were in a love hotel and you suddenly hear somebody knocking on the door down the hall. Hey, someone's trying to watch TV! Shut up!
Just get to the fucking.
Now, because of the vast difference of what she rolled and what she rolled, and I'm never using this dice again.
What'd you roll?
4. And I also rolled sleight of hand for her, and she is a rogue. She has a very good sleight of hand, but it doesn't beat yours.
That's hilarious.
So, actually, you know what? That's a lie. I will use this die again in the future. But yeah. So what happens is that exactly what you say. You actually satisfy her so well that she actually passes out next to you. actually passes out next to you in bliss, and then cuddles up next to you into your fur, and then falls asleep. And you do not need to roll again to steal the gloves if you want to, because you totally can.
Oh no, Actuary will literally, once she falls asleep, Actuary is basically, imagine he's laying in bed, and he's like one arm just reaches. Actually, no, he's got a tail.
Yeah, you got a tail.
He's laying on his side. His tail goes down to the floor, feels around, knocks the gloves towards his arm, and he very casually slips the gloves into his pants.
All right. Now, important question.
Wash the gloves.
Yeah.
Important
He'd
question.
just be like, "Oh, here you go," pulls them out of his pants and hands them over to your character.
You managed to steal gloves of thievery from a rogue. I didn't foresee this in my notes, but here we are.
Ah, jeez.
But yeah,
no,
actually,
yeah. Important question: Are you gonna love her and leave her, or are you at least gonna stick around and cuddle and go back together?
Well, before she wakes up, Actuary is going to the suggestion of the peanut gallery. Yes, metagaming a little bit, but no, you guys bring up a good point. Actuary goes into the bathroom, and while she's still passed out, he basically he takes off the gloves and basically just kind of like very lightly like.
You're gonna have to sterilize those.
Yeah, pulls out the hand soap, just like lavender.
It's riddled with syphilis.
Actually,
among other diseases.
Actually, funnily enough, you got a big whiff of this when she was very close to you. The gloves actually smell like she does, which, of all things, she smells like lilacs.
I was gonna say, oh, she smells like skank.
Oh, you gotta get that smell out.
Then Actuary.
Which I will also say, you do not have to worry about STDs in this setting, because even if you get one, they can cure them for 2,500 credits.
That's a lot of money.
Actuary. So he realizes that Actuary goes to slip him into his back pocket, and he goes, nah. And he basically, he slips him into his coat pocket, just because that'd be a less likely place for her to.
Yeah, that's true.
And then, to wake her up, just to show how good Actuary is at this game, he'll cuddle with her, but to wake her up, he starts kissing her neck, just like very light, tender kisses. Because we got places to be.
You got places to be, but are you in the mood for a morning BJ?
Oh fuck no.
Okay, fine, be like that.
Actuary goes back with her.
Well, I mean, before the two of you arrive, I'd like to ask the rest of the peanut gallery what were they doing in the time that this was happening, because you guys still got a while before your gate creation drive cools down. How are you guys
going up to each of them to be like, is there anything else you don't need, whether it be mundane or magical wise? We do have 3,000 credits. I prefer to keep 1,700 for fuel.
I feel like I just need to
around credits.
I feel like I just need to get more experience in this field before I know what I need.
Right. Anything for yourself, Dragula. I feel very guilty that you only bought a hand axe. You sure you don't want any weapons or items or anything at the level? Slightly better shotgun, I don't know.
All right.
How about this? If this goes tits up, I get my ass kicked and live, then maybe I'll reconsider what I already have on me. But right now, I'm good.
Alright. If there's anything else I need for the ship-wise, so...
Alright, so... So, you guys... all reconvene a couple of hours later at the ship. Yana comes with you. And Jayson, I will say that very, very covertly, when she is not looking, Actuary does slip you her gloves of thievery, so you have them in your possession now.
No, an actuary comes up. He's gonna wait till he's alone with Ajisai because he's not gonna fucking give her the gloves while Tiana's in the room.
Right in front of her.
Of course not. I just didn't know. I didn't know if you guys wanted to roleplay that part or not.
Oh no,
Like
I
you
want
told
to.
person, jettison her out the airlock.
No, because I guarantee you, the whole walk from the hotel to the ship, Actuary was basic. Well, she's so blissed out. She probably really said.
She's hanging on you. She's hanging on you and nuzzling into your neck. Which, by the way, since he has horns, is kind of uncomfortable, but probably not the first time.
And I could probably, and actually, here's the joke I was going to say. What's the airspeed resistance on those blowjob handles?
Goodness.
No, none. She is perfectly toned, perfectly fit. There is
No, it's the Deadpool. It's the Deadpool joke when Wolverine pulls on the mask and he goes, "Oh,
sorry, I'm a catty bitch when I'm jealous."
Yeah, but Actuary basically, no, the minute he's alone with Ajisai, he just walks up to her. Actuary just walks up to her, goes, hold out, reaches into his pocket, pulls out the gloves of thievery. as he goes, I made sure to wash them too.
Thank you.
No problem. If she asks, even she asks where you got those, you go, yeah, just tell the captain bottom for you.
Got it.
Actually,
They're engraved with my nitso.
just before I forget, Ajisai, while you guys are prepping the ship, Yenna does come up to you and just put a hand on your shoulder, and she's just gonna whisper to you, I know what you did. However, that guy has a freaking great club in his pants, so I'm gonna let this one slide. You can keep them.
Are you doing this in plain view of the rest of us?
No, oh no, she whispered that to Ajisai, but still.
I just like keeps maintains eye contact with her and just goes.
All right, everybody, put on your spacesuits, except for you. It's like back on. All right, we're good.
All right, so Yenna on the bridge with you. Punches in the coordinates for where you guys need to go to get to the ship. She was also potentially going to offer you guys a bounty hunting gig. However, I'm getting the vibe that you guys just want to do this job and then see what comes next. So we'll skip that.
We're new. We're trying to figure this out.
All right.
So let's see what happens.
All right. So to get to that point, you have to do 1, 2, 3. So that's one jump, and then an additional jump to get here, which if you do one more jump, you'll have to refuel, but again, fuel costs aren't that bad. So upon arriving, you actually do see like it where she promised, and in the conditions she said it was, the IS Vanessa Hexington, and it does look almost identical to the Lucifer Morningstar and the Dawn's Hammer. The logo on the side, the logo that it has, because like the Lucifer Morningstar had one and so did the Dawn's Hammer, it is of a human woman with wings. For those of you who are inclined, roll history.
Sure.
Always inclined.
I do declare.
Out of curiosity, John, how long did it take us to make these jumps?
Yeah.
I'll answer that in a second, but I will say, Jayson, you actually get advantage on this because this is specifically Terran history.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Let's see. History.
Okay. All right. So, Actuary, you're not that familiar with who this person is. Jerkaul, I'm honestly shocked you know this because this is like deep Terran history. And
I've been around a
Ajisai,
long time.
yeah, Ajisai, being a history nerd, you would know this, but and I am absolutely going to toot my own horn. Vanessa Hexington was one of the human heroes who helped to end the Armageddon War, which formed the Terran Empire. Like the names of her and her colleagues have been etched into history for pretty much ever. There are a bunch of ships named after her and her friends. And specifically as it relates to her, she actually was a human experiment where someone tried to make a human into an angel. She survived. It became a whole thing. If you want to know more, read my books when they come out. Yes, I am. Yes, I am tooting my own horn. But but
Mm.
but yes, the whole thing that she was an experiment kind of sticks out with you for some reason. And but yes, more importantly, getting closer to this ship, the damage is actually not as bad as it seemed. The ship is remarkably intact. However, as you guys get closer, you guys can tell this ship has been here a long time, very untouched. Like, honestly, the fact that Yana was able to figure out that this thing was even here at all was something of a miracle. And it's at the edge of the galaxy. Like, give it a couple hundred years maybe, and it would have just drifted off into deep space. So, what do you? But oh yeah, to answer the earlier question of how long it takes you guys to get here. So the way the gate creation drive works is that it creates a warp gate that you guys pass through, kind of like in Warhammer 40K, but not really. But then after you do that, it takes 10 to 12 hours to recharge. So what happens is that you guys go through your gate to a section of space. You basically can putz around there, do whatever you want for 10 to 12 hours, and then you do it again. But now that you're here, you don't need to wait. But you don't need to wait to get to your objective. However, you are going to need to wait a bit before you can jump again. So
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah, but yeah. So you got. Actually, I will show Zach's artwork again of exactly what a Seraphim class ship looks like. This is of the Dawn's Hammer. I haven't actually made the logo of the Vanessa Hexington. I forgot to do it, but this is more or less what it looks like. And again, this ship is huge, like pillar of autumn huge.
Perfect. Then, since I missed for a little bit, I'm sorry. But during the jumps, I want to do one thing real quick.
Sure.
Actuary,
Yes.
come to medbay.
I go to med bay.
The medical closet is slightly better now. Anyways, without turning to you, as if you walk in, she says, "Strip."
Why?
Turns her head, and then points over to the other wall, where you see a brand new set of armor.
What the hell is that?
Yours. I made it.
What's it look
Also,
like?
gun now.
I'm sorry. What? Well, he gives you the gun. He strips. He fucking strips down to his fucking boxers.
So, meanwhile, Yana pokes her head from around the corner. I heard stripping.
The door is locked.
I'm just kidding. That doesn't happen.
As you finish putting it on, Ellie comes over, helps tighten it around, and he's like, "Good, your sizes haven't changed."
Hi.
Now, since you made this armor, Ellie, what does it look like?
So it is that scale mail armor I purchased. However, the scale mail has now changed to a pattern of a coral rattlesnake. coral snake. So it's reds, blacks, and yellows.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm going to try to do is, since I have the Master Chief Collection, I'm going to try to, using the armor permutations that game allows, actually try to make what this looks like, if that's okay.
That's fine. So with the scale mail armor, Ellie explains, it's not your typical armor. It's usually too restrictive, and it usually is a little bit too loud to do what you do. So instead, I slimmed down the scales and I've stitched them together so that way now they don't make a sound. Also, the scales. I've also polished the scales, so now more shots will kind of ricochet off instead of going through.
And also, as an added bonus, because you got Yana to buy this for you, the underlayer of this.
No, this isn't the spacesuit.
Okay.
I made this. This is the armor I made.
You made this?
What I was going to say was you can integrate the space part into this if you want.
Anyways, so for above game stats, this is medium armor scale mail. You do not have disadvantage on stealth anymore with this, and you have with your dexterity bonus. You're not penalized, and you can actually have all 4 of your modifier go to your AC now. So you'll go from 16 to 18, and if you increase it to 20, you'll get that benefit too.
So wait, I actually have now my AC is 19 because I got the fucking cloak.
Yep, your AC is now 19.
Jesus.
Actually,
I am tank.
While this is happening,
Dragula's gonna be up close, chopping motherfuckers down. I'm gonna be in the back, just like,
Yeah. Then Ajisai is gonna go like, great, sneak attack.
Jesus.
And then
Jerkaul's is gonna be sitting there, just like, we can take on the world government. World domination.
Where is the Celestials?
So then after I give you just a quick pat down, make sure everything's fitted properly, I walk back over to I walk over to the table and start working. I start working on the gun. And for Actuary's perspective, all you see is a petite little Ellie standing in front of a bench and the gun, and there are arcane sparks flying in every direction.
Oh no, Jesus!
And after a couple minutes, she comes back, hands you the gun.
What'd you do?
Magically and reinforce the receiver, and the barrel, and the stock, and the sights. Above game, you have now a +1 weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Also, Mike, to answer your earlier question of where are the Celestials, if you will look at the galaxy map, heaven is here.
Oh, there we go. Wipe it out.
Yeah.
Taking down the world government, first thing, kill them all. Kill off
Ellie,
wielding.
Actually just goes, Ellie, I hope to God you plan on doing this for Dragula at some point.
She kind of looks away and says, like, it'd be a lot more expensive for him.
Yeah, well, if this job goes well, it might not be as expensive.
Oh, that's how you do it.
Well, if I do it for Dragula, I have to work with John about actually crafting magic items of my own.
Well, yeah. We'll talk about that once you get more credits. So,
yeah. Anyways, they made this so that way you'll be better out there. Because after all, I'll make you the best you are.
So while that conversation was happening, Yana is actually going to approach you, Jerkaul, and then ask, is like, I gotta know, how exactly did you get a Kath and a Tyran to work together? Don't those two species have like a blood feud with each other?
Hell. If you be a charismatic enough individual, you can get anyone to work together. Especially if you got the same type of wants and such.
Well, I hope to be a charismatic leader myself one day, and I'm hoping that there's a lot I can learn from you. My cousin won't teach me anything. She doesn't even want me to do this. But
Yes.
But
Your cousin, the average.
But you know what? You know what? Fuck her. If I want to be a successful pirate, I will be a successful pirate by my own hands.
I already like you right there.
I like you too. Yeah.
But
It's
we
like-
see how the job goes, and we see how it goes from then.
But yes. So back to the proverbial bacon. You guys have approached the coordinates. You see the ship. What do you do first? You're still outside. You're still in your own ship outside of it. Chocoboo!
Anyone want to comment on the fact that Actuary's got has got new threads?
No,
But yeah,
it's
I
still-
can't whistle, but Ajisai does.
Yana is
Interesting.
Yana is not going to say anything. However, she's going to look down at Actuary's crotch to see how much of that reveals.
Not as much as she wants,
Nope.
nor as much
There's
as she deserves.
there is a cod piece.
You.
Well, I mean, yes, but is it a revealing codpiece? Is what she's
No,
interested in.
it's
Okay.
not. It's
Okay,
actually in the shape of a
that's-
dragon head.
That's
No! 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 I have some autonomy here. No!
No, you-
You know, you
No,
really
you don't.
don't.
You're even
That's
wearing the
ripped off.
collar.
The
Ajisai
color
rips
is a
off a
cultural
piece of scrap paper.
No.
Ajisai rips off a piece of scrap paper, draws a stick figure of Actuary, points arrows around his head. Here's Yana. His eyes are here.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Ugh.
it's like Yana looks back to you and is like, so that means you were looking too. If
Meant
you're
you,
if
what?
you're interested, I have no problems with threesomes.
Actuary just.
She does say this in full view of the entire party, though.
No. Like, all of a sudden, a cricket chirps.
No.
It's like,
No.
Oh,
Thank
Actuary
you.
thinks.
No.
Actuary's now thinking the captain might have a point. Open the airlock.
Ajisai hand slowly goes towards the button.
Boy.
but yeah,
Spacesuits now.
but yeah. So you guys are approaching the ship. Do you want to do anything before you try to get on it, or do you want to just go straight in?
No, let's just suit up and let's do this thing.
All right. So what the one of the hangar bays you actually find is open and is miraculously intact, so you can fly in and dock there. Unfortunately, the shield door that prevents the vacuum of space from getting in no longer functions. So while you are able to fly in there and land, like you are all staring outside at the vacuum of space. And as you all get suited up, yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. Yana has no problem stripping in front of all of you guys, though. I imagine Jerkaul is gonna make her go to her own room, as is the rest of the party.
Yes.
Okay.
You're making someone uncomfortable.
All right. So yeah, you guys all get suited up and step out onto the cold metal floors of this ship that. Considering that only days ago you guys were on this same class of ship running for your lives, I don't know if this is going to cause any issues for anyone, but here you are. And we will continue with this non-resident evil portion of this story next time.
What's this
That's an odd thing to say.
Next time on Beyond the Heavens. The Vanessa Hexington discovered an untouched Seraphim class ship. What myriad of secrets does this hold? Well, will our intrepid crew discover them? Will Yana attempt to seduce anyone else? Why am I talking to myself? Find out on the next episode of Beyond the Heavens. End session.
We say